Hello, every pony. I mean, everybody. We are back to Scarlet Hollow, and I'm Color Printer. Um, okay. Previously on the Scarlet Hollow, um, we played as Printer, who was hopeful, wants to be friendly with everyone, doing their darndest to, just be nice, just be a good person. Just there for the funeral. Say hi, maybe make a friend or two, see how the family's doing, and by the end is absolutely crashing out, probably heavily traumatized. However, we have a second playthrough. And in this one, I want to aim to be something different. I want to aim be in the family business. Someone who doesn't care, someone who, if Tabby just kind of went, you know what, just you take over. I can't do this anymore. She would jump at the opportunity. Introducing Riley. Um, yeah. So I'll just get the game very quickly. So many. Bought so many. I was about to say I bought so many indie games. I bought like 4. Uh, I need to finish. I've played and beaten Lost Judgment, but I'm playing for the Kaito files. I need to finish the Kaito files by I need to finish the Kaito files by um tomorrow. Tomorrow. I need to beat him by the end of tomorrow. Okay. I have 89 of 219 achievements. That is a terrifying prospect. I've played for 28 hours. I'd just like to point out that I know this is like a VN and stuff, but my single playthrough of like either Judgment game has run up like 60 hours each. 60 hours each. And I didn't even do all the side stuff in Lost Judgment. In Base Judgment, I kicked the ever living crap out of Amon. Absolute fraud. You won't be able to save everyone. You might not even be able to save yourself. Welcome home. Waiting for it to pick up. Come on, pick up, pick up, pick up. I just grabbed my controller while I'm waiting. Okay. Why is it? Click the window. Is that gonna make it work? Are you not working? One sec. Technical difficulties. My goodness. Oh, wait. One sec. There we go. Oh, gee. Right. I remember what happened. Okay. Let me just fix the window real quick. If you can't tell, I'm not the best at using OBS. I don't know any hotkeys. Okay, there we go. Okay, so last time we played Scarlet Hollow, we got to the end of episode 5 with my original character, C Printer. This time we'll be playing hardcore mode, and we'll see how that goes. Hardcore mode. Every trait in Scarlet Hollow provides an opportunity to avoid making a game-defining sacrifice. Hardcore mode removes these opportunities, but you'll be able to select a third trait. Even with your new abilities, this is the darkest world state. By clicking continue, you agree to suffer. I'm a bit of suffering. In the original playthrough, I had Book Smart and Keen Eye, which stopped me from having to make the choice in episode 3, where I could lawyer up against the ghost, and episode 5, where I was able to I don't even know what happened there. Gotta be honest. Something the modern the household in 2026, a man, a non-binary younger friend, and their and their like meat baby or their plant baby. Your name is Riley. I'd just like to point out that Riley is one of my OCs. Or this version of this version of Riley is based on one of my OCs. Oh, there are ditchlings everywhere. Yeah, this version of Riley is based on one of my OCs. That OC was known as R for like 8 years, and I only gave them a name. I already have a place for them to come from. I use my actual birth town. I'm trying to think for a sec. Where would be a half decent place? Why is my mind screaming Frant? That's a village. What? Why is my mind screaming Frant? I had a job interview at Frant once. It was quite the thing. I don't want my mind screaming Frant. That is not the kind of environment that Riley would come from. I kind of want to say. I'm just gonna say San Francisco. So. Scarlet Hollow. Yes, chatter. You know, this is the first stream I've had in like 2 weeks where the first chat hasn't been someone calling me a furry. So this is nice. Yeah, back to Scarlet Hollow. And as soon as I remember how to, I've never had to spell San Francisco in my life. Francisco. All right. Wait, does it say that it doesn't change the? Does it say that it doesn't change anything in normal mode? I'm not. I didn't like. Wait, I could. Wait a second. I did a stream of this a couple of weeks ago. Let me check. Firefox, bugger off. Live. Eat that. Does not impact gameplay. Been changed as there a unique dialogue regarding gender during the romance arcs. Okay, was this added in an update or was this something in hardcore mode? Because I've just double checked. Yeah, in my original playthrough a couple of weeks ago, it didn't. It did say that. Interesting. Very interesting. The game capture is capturing my mouse because I forgot to save it last stream. Or this stream. That. Okay, there we go. So, last time I was kind of just playing myself, so they them. This time Riley is a woman, so she her. Okay. Select free traits. So I'll be playing powerful, street smart, and hot. You can say, but we're both girls. During Stella's kind of film with a girl, Oscar says he's never. Oh, okay. I kind of want to make a joke about non-binary people aren't allowed unique dialogue. That is their weakness. Okay. So this is the build. In the if I wasn't playing hardcore, I'd be able to bypass episode 1, episode 2, and episode 4. Yeah. But because I'm, pathetic and playing in hardcore mode, let's do this. You jolt awake as the bus hits a particularly nasty bump. You feel as though you've only managed to start drifting off, and now there you are, awake again and still exhausted. For a moment, you're hazy of the details of exactly where here is, confusing the bus with many others that came before it. But your mind continues to reassert its existence in the waking world. The past few days come back into focus. This is funny, is we talked about sexuality during a hangout in chapter 3. Says, I swing for both teams. Say, did you think I was actually talking about baseball? Oh my god, that's amazing. Totally haven't made that mistake before. Cough, cough. Oh. They're really... The long-lost cousin. The bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides, countless late-night stops and CD depots that would have felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself travelling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of Pearl and Scarlet, your cousin's mother and your aunt. Seems like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Fortunately, the end of your long journey is in sight. You're almost in Scarlet Hollow. I have no idea how that came out on the mic. Probably sounded awful. So anyway, as I was saying, that shirt is mood. Ominous red text. Yes. Oh no, he's still here. He's been sitting next to you for the past 5 hours, talking without pause. You're not sure he even stopped when you started to doze off. At first, you thought he was being friendly, but that was several hours of one-sided conversation ago. I got trapped in a one-sided conversation yesterday. It was awful. I was up in Maryland looking for work, but mostly messing around because I was a dumb teen. Me and my buddies were doing our usual prank stuff. You know, pushing joggers into the harbor, that sort of thing. Feigned illness immediately. Darn. Gareth File Scarlet Hollow is the bus stranger based off a real guy the creator. What? It's based off a real guy? And I just had to deal with someone who kept saying, I'm not racist, but, and then kept saying racist stuff. Never come out. I'm gonna have to read that. Oh my goodness. I wish there was something more neutral between hell yeah and why are you talking to me? Killing urges included. Oh no! Why are you talking to me? Why wouldn't I talk to you? We're on the bus. Buses are one of the best places to meet new people. Hands down, you're the only person left to meet. So this girl comes up to us, swinging her purse, getting about, she gonna call the cops or whatever. It was hilarious. She actually hit my friend, and he said it hurt a lot, so I guess she really was mad and not just playing. But she kept swinging and sitting there. She lost her balance and fell into the harbor all on her own. We didn't even have to push her. We had to get laugh and fished her out, and the phone call so she couldn't call the bots on us. We wound up hanging out all day. She kind of became my girlfriend after that. We had an on and off relationship for about a year, so it's pretty serious. Though about 5 months ago, she tried to break up with me, like, for real. And geez, you ever get so mad you could just, like, kill somebody? Did he just say that she tried to break up with him? You can't even begin to imagine what that might feel like. Nobody's ever broken up with you. Okay, full disclaimer, I've never played with Hot. I've never I don't think I've ever started the game with hot. So this is this is the kind of self-confidence that this second playthrough needs that the first one didn't have. Yeah, it's really interesting. It really changed our character for you. Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking. I was yeah. I was thinking it would, yeah, change the perception of my character, which I thought would be a good thing. The character based on me is not hot. But the absolute bitch I've created can be hot, and that is beautiful. Yeah, I kind of feel like killing someone right now, actually. You flash him unknowing glare. See, you get it. Oh my god. I've also never directly threatened this guy before. You never know what Broken Heart's gonna do to you until you're staring at it face to face. It can change a person, you know, make them think that things they never thought they could. Ha! I honestly could have killed that woman. Anyway, she giving birth to her son right now, so I'm trying to get up to Virginia to be there for it. But I don't know if I'm, like, into that stuff. So I might just wind up on a bus to New York or something instead. I've always wanted to go there. My goodness. If there was just a glare at him option, I'd pick it. You sit in silence as this man admits he threatened to murder the soon-to-be mother of his child. The child whose birth is currently missing and considering ditching to go have fun in New York. Anyways, where'd you say you were heading? I didn't. Bus Stranger is one of the aliens causing the gas leaks. To be honest, I think Bus Stranger is probably one of the sanest people in this godforsaken game. I kind of feel weird admitting that. No need to be nasty. I'm just asking, not like I'm going to follow you off the bus or anything. So if you aren't going off at my stop, you must be on the Scarlet Hollow, right? Or the Hollow, as they call it in these parts. That's the only other stop till the bus turns around. I ride pretty often, so I'd know. Almost nobody goes up that way, though, come to think of it. I had a couple of buddies went up there to work in the mine. There's a coal mine up in the Hollow, you see. There's always a job listing or two in the boards around here. He wants to get this EF so his child would be part of the Dead Mums Club. What? I mean, it fits. But wow, I wasn't even thinking of the Dead Mums Club yet. I was waiting to see Tabby before I started thinking about that. To be fair, that's how the tea got me last time, so maybe I should be more on guard for dead mums. I never want to do that kind of thing myself. I know my lungs the way they are, thanks, but my body's got desperate enough to try it. I haven't heard from them in a while now that I think of it. I should see if they're on Facebook, see how they're doing up there. I hope they didn't die! He looks back at his phone, once focused on something other than you. Oh, this is me. It was lovely meeting you. Hope you don't get too bored without me around to talk to. Here, I have something for you. The sacred nut. Stranger rifles through his bag before presenting you with a dripping bag of peanuts. The bowl of peanuts got on my gas station a few buses back. I don't know if she hadn't eaten much. I figured you could use them more than me. Plus, they dipped all over my bag and I don't want to carry them anymore. Protein is protein. I'm gonna be honest. If I was gonna see the line protein is protein in this game, this would not be the scenario for it. And I mean in a much worse way. No, thanks. I'm not really hungry. Still got 45 minutes left in your journey, pal. I'm assuming nothing goes wrong. Best have them on hand. The man sets the peanuts down the empty seat next to him. The juices dribble out through the bottom of the bag and onto the upholstery, instantly soaking it in peanut brine. think I've ever done a run without taking the peanuts other than my blind run. I think I did one run where I think my first run I took them. My second run I said I was allergic. And with that, I leave you. Safe travels, friend. Yummy, yummy peanut brine. And just like that, you're alone. The stranger's peanuts soaking the seat across from you. Nope. Maybe you can finally get some sleep. Next stop, Scarlet Hollow, end of the line. Almost there. The bus finally comes to a stop, its brakes squealing as it deposits you in front of the Scarlet Hollow bus station. The sign at least reads bus station, but calling it that feels disingenuous. At best, it's a kiosk, though for a small town like this, you're amazed there's still so much of a road, let alone a bus that drives on it every week. The driver quickly shuts the door behind you and starts the engine, kicking up dust clouds as he pulls away, eager to leave you and this place behind. That is fair. Hey, Riley. You instantly recognize the young worn woman from the few public photos of her Facebook page. She's your cousin, Tabitha, and she looks annoyed to be here. What? You can just charm her? What? Excuse me? Just stepped off the bus! Oh, I suddenly realized why the options menu keeps popping up. My mouse budges. I have 5 framed photos of Tabby in my room. Rock on. Rock on. Make a good first impression with a winning smile. Go in for a firm handshake. And then the general options. Do I just send it? Do I fusion dance my powers? I will just say, I don't think a winning smile would fusion time. Okay, I don't think a winning smile would be on Riley's books. I mean, like the OC version of Riley, I drew her sister recently, and it's like the most unphotogenic smile I think I've ever drawn in my life. It's amazing. All right. Time to put on the charm. And not in a weird way. She is my cousin. Your cousin might be annoyed now, but nobody's walked away from meeting you uncharmed. This is exactly how I wanted this to go. This level of self-confidence is beautiful. You flash Tabitha a sort of smile that contains every emotion you might need to convey. Relief at meeting your long-lost family for the first time. Profound sorrow at the circumstances needed to make the meeting happen. Slightly nervous at the anticipation of the opportunity to build a new relationship. Tabitha, it's so finally nice to meet you. I was sorry to hear about your mom. There it is. Thanks. For a brief moment, Tabitha's put at ease before she quickly straightens up and the annoyance returns to her face. It might not have been much, but it's progress. Oh yeah, I learned after my first playthrough that I was not as friendly with Tabitha as I thought. Because apparently she says something different in episode 3 if you're, like, friendly with her, and she didn't say that. Come on, let's go. I don't want to spend any more time down here than I have to. Your cousin turns a motion to the old BMW parked at the bus kiosk. You follow her, clambering into the dusty relic. Every character has like 10. Yeah, no, every character does have 10 relationship stats. I read that write up. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous and kind of disgusting. I'm going to be honest. It doesn't take much driving before the only signs of civilization are the car you're in and the road you're on. Tabitha does not count. Tabitha maintains an icy silence as she focuses on the road. All right. I didn't do it last time, but you know, Riley doesn't care. So I guess we're both members of the Dead Mums Club now, huh? Your cousin. Oh, whoops. Your cousin turns to you with an icy glare. Maybe this would have worked to ease the tension if she were someone else. But she isn't. That, oh my goodness. That look on Tabby's face. She turns back to her the road, her expression cold and unforgiving. Wait, if I did the Peanuts last run, I'm doing Dead Mums Club this run. Can't believe we never met. We actually met before this. Yeah, I think your mum to thank for that. Or dad, I guess. Dead mum's cold. Not again. I'm gonna do what I didn't do last playthrough. Push back, baby. Look, I don't know what my mum did to piss off this side of the family, and I know you're going through a lot right now, but that comment was unnecessary. Your cousin said straight ahead, her expression icy. Okay, now that we've massively pissed her off, you sit in silence as the car eases up the steep mountain road. My main Scarlet OC is Mystic Heart. I like to roleplay as her as a shivering ball of anxiety, so I headcanon all her charms come from romance novels. 10 out of 10. Oh my goodness. And there it is, the Scarlet Estate. Those seen better days, its crumbling elegance is not lost on you. Someone used to cramped apartments in grey cities. Your mother told you about this place many times before she passed, always with anger burning beneath her words. The faded majesty you once imagined didn't quite compare with what's in front of you. As you stare at it perched on the crumbling cliffside, you can't help but feel there's something that should have been left to rot a long, long time ago. You hit with a blast of dusty air as you step across the threshold and into the foyer. Everything in this room has been here much longer than you've been alive, each object cemented into place with layers of dust and cobwebs. You can hear the doors creak on their hinges and the aches and moans of ancient floorboards as the house itself sways in the wind. Welcome to our family's humble estate. I also plan achievement hunting OC to be a non-binary time traveler. What? Sorry, what? I mean, cool, but what? Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, the only few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. You know what's good for you, you'll stick to your room, the bathroom, and the kitchen, and hallways, I guess. But the only hallways you need to use to get to those places. Show you around so you know where it's safe to walk, you can leave your bags here for the time being. But I'm gonna be honest. I'm you know what? Genuine compliment. Actual to maximize chain gain, I'll be using save files, so time traffic. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Me playing Slay the Princess. I still have not regained my perfect achievement count. Oh man, this place is huge. Can't wait to unwind. I don't think I've ever seen that expression on Tabby before. Yes, the estate is quite large, but be careful about unwinding too much. You don't want to wander off somewhere you shouldn't, you might get some nasty splinters. Follow me. You put your bags down and follow Tab through the long, dusty hallway. She delicately steps over holes and stairs in the floor, and you do your best to trace her steps. Kitchen. On Wednesdays, a woman from town comes in and does the cleaning. Her name is Jancy. I wouldn't recommend socializing with her. She'll talk your ear off. Need any food? There's fixings of peanut butter and jelly. Don't touch my mac and cheese or ice cream. Those are off limits. Oh, and you can also access the garden through here, but it's pretty wild, so I wouldn't if I were you. This is so no. Is there somewhere in town to buy food? Oh, I might want to eat something other than PB&J this week. Is there someone in town we can get groceries? Well, aren't you fancy? Yeah, there's a general store. There's also a diner. I usually order my food in bulk online now, so I won't be going with you. Wait a sec, my character's from San Fran. This is totally, this is totally fine. General store? How folksy. Is it? A store that fulfills your general shopping needs? General store just describes what it is. Alright, what's next on the tour? Bathroom, follow me. Great, it's been hours since I've gone. Two of you leave the kitchen, pass by a tuxedo cat sitting on the countertop. Oh, whoops, I accidentally double inputted. Is that your cat? What's his name? Frou, do not try to pet her. If she wants to be pet, she'll let you know. But I'm not an idiot. You decide to follow Tabitha's advice. Shall we move on? The bathroom awaits. You once again follow Tabitha through the long, dusty hallway. Maybe after a few nights it'll get easier to navigate these spaces, but for the time being you feel lucky not to have fallen through the floors. And with all that muscle, too. Guest bathroom. Not much to show, it's a bathroom. Always outside, do what you must if you must. You know, I still stand by the fact that this is, like, may not be the most disgusting room, a bathroom I've seen in a visual novel. I'm actually serious about that. It's a wretched... My controller just disconnected and reconnected. What's the game? What's the game? What's the game? I don't remember what game it is. Let me just filter my thing. Visual novel. Oh. Or that bring up? Yeah, we go. Cooking companions. Cooking companions. The kitchen in cooking companions is actually disgusting. I should play Cooking Companions again. Wait, do I own the soundtrack for this? Nice. I try. Basically, I played it for 6.7 hours. Oh no. Basically, if I buy a game, I usually buy the soundtrack with it. Because even if I don't listen to the soundtrack, cough cough, Everhood 2, cough cough. Okay, I didn't. That's actually really rude. I'm sorry. I just prefer Everhood 1 soundtrack massively. Is that the cannibalism one? Yes, bang on. Actually, I think Cooking Companions is like actually the first horror VN I played, and then I found out Wonderland, and then I found Slay the Princess. But yeah, yeah, I still haven't played the second one. Maybe I should at some point. Actually, to be fair, Cooking Companions genuinely scared me so much I made my partner play it, and I hid behind her. I did all the voices. I read the dialogue and did all the voices as like payment for her being in the seat and right up to it. I stream that at some point, maybe. It would be the kind of game I'd stream. Actually, to be fair,
it is a wretched bathroom. Self-voicing disabled.
Okay. To be fair, I think any game is a game that I'd stream. I've streamed weird stuff. It is a wretched bathroom. Piles of junk sit untouched in the corners of the room. Mystery stains paint the floor. I love how I can just convincingly lie. This is the worst bathroom I've ever seen. You can practically hear Tabitha roll her eyes from the other side of the bathroom wall. It'd be a lot nicer if Janty didn't have a policy about bathrooms. She cleans mine but refuses to do more than that. You can blame her for the state of the place. Okay, I'm going to be honest. I'm surprised there's not an option of I could clean it. Personally, I would clean that with gloves and bleach. Genuinely, I would have a go at that. Wait, is that hair dye? Wait a second. A lot of bleach, yeah. But to be honest, look, I'm a freaking dry cleaner for a living. Genuinely, I think I've become numb. Remain silent. You silently stare at the monumental task in front of you. Let's just do it. Where I just realised Riley has to guaranteed sit down. Fox gets it from the bowl, you lift the seat. Toilet's a toilet. Sure, it could be cleaner, but your business needs doing, and this is as good a place as any. You do what you must and rejoin your cousin out in the hall. Next up, guest bedroom. Last stop at the top, follow me. He and Tabitha briefly return to the foyer, climbing the stairs and reaching the guest room. This is where you'll be staying. The linens are fresh. I had Jancy wash them last week. I had to endure a half-hour rant about her kid to do it, so you better be grateful. I do like the idea that the first playthrough, if it's meant to be like self-inserty, then C Printer would be a dry cleaner and just not have any thoughts about any of like the cleanliness or creases or anything. It invades my thought every waking moment. It's awful. Once you get an eye for it, you don't lose that eye. Look over and I see my coat and it's all creased up on the freaking coat stand. I hate it. Alright, where was I? Speaking of creases, Abby's looking pretty sharp. The closet's full of old family stuff, so you can't hang your clothes up, but you can use the dresser, it should be empty. I'm not gonna like outright state everything, but I will just say that don't expect that the current pleasant nature to last too long. Do you need help around the house? There's lots of boxes and stuff lying around. I could help you move things around and fix the place up. Look, I appreciate the offer, but Jancy already comes once a week. It's fine. That's fair. Yeah, guess I get settled. Follow me. I'll take you back to the fire so you can collect your belongings. The start of Scarlet Hollow feels so calm compared to episode 5. You open episode 5 kidnapped in your own guest home. And then you basically run up to... You can just run up to Tabby and go, hey, were you planning on kidnapping me and locking me in a cell? Like what? This concludes our tour. I'm afraid I must return to my duties, so you have to entertain yourself for the rest of the day. Don't expect to see much of me. No. Not always the floor, at least. On the floor, at least. Oh, okay. That's nice. I'm not saying that option. Da, 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 da. We understand the use of duty. I won't keep you, but we should hang when you get back. We'll see. There's a lot that needs to get done this week. I'm saying this with the full intention of probably not hanging. I just thought saying it would be pleasant. Your cousin leaves through the front door. And now it's just you. You in this sprawling, decrepit estate. Uh, hey, chat, real quick. I have the skills to go into the Forbidden Wing, don't I? It's powerful and street smart, right? Okay, wonderful. I'm going right to it. That romance is arguably worse than waking up on the floor, though. She makes it extra hard not to get Tabby to call the... Wait, what? What? Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm planning on romancing. What? Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm going to elaborate, please. I'll put it this way: the only things that I have really seen is the secret ending where you have all the you cheat yourself to have all the traits, and that's really about it. I haven't actually looked anything up, but I'm also not planning on romancing because I'm gonna be honest. Did that. I was about to say I'm not into that kind of thing, but I think the first thing I did when I played this was romance Stella. But you know. All right, we're going straight to the Forbidden Wing. Ah, right, yeah, that makes sense. Right, I think I might have seen an image of Wayne and Stella, but or Wayne literally carrying Stella, but I have no context for it. He railroaded you into investigating a Forbidden Wing. Okay. I mean, I thought I was kind of railroaded into it anyway, but sure. Oh no, I guess I could have just run across. But have forgotten, there's no one stopping you from going into the Forbidden Wing of the estate. Except for the locks and chains sealing them shut. An instrumental obstacle for most, but a mild inconvenience for you. So whether it be a rotting corpse or YouTuber, you get to investigate the Forbidden Wing in Chapter 5. The two genders, rotting corpse and YouTuber. The locks fall, the doors moan open, revealing the entrance to what must have been the incredibly lavish ballroom. Fading in the distance, you can hear quiet notes from an old piano playing from the other room. The Forbidden Wing is yours to explore. Respect to Tabby, but not enough respect to Tabby. My family home too. You can see why your cousin warned you against coming here. It's clear the chaos of nature is doing its best to reclaim this place. Years of detritus, detritus, detrit, detrit. Gotta look up how to pronounce that. Detritus. Seems to have this be the only word I have to actually look up. Years of detritus have piled up here like gathering leaves, and the tiled floor has been torn apart, destroying the order that once made this place beautiful. Actually, what's the detritus, gravel, sand, steel, or other material produced by erosion. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, the piano you heard from outside the ballroom has grown louder. Wherever it is, it's nearby. I had to Google multiple words while I was watching my friend do a Scarlet Hollow play from Discord. Yeah, the first game I streamed, Our Wonderland, I genuinely, I think at least once a stream, I had to look up a word because that vocabulary was mental. It's like my first dream, and I'm like, I don't know how to pronounce this. I'm just gonna look this up. Uh, maybe it's just a self-playing model, or maybe you aren't as alone here as you thought. Let's see the painting. There's like a family tree. Well, it's nice to know that my side of the family's loved. Make your way over the Wayne's always aura farming. Yes, very much so. You make your way over to the painting covering the far wall. It's a family tree. Angry scratches cover the space where your mother should be. Dang. As you can tell, there are three exits to the ballroom. There is, of course, the door you came through, and on the far right is a door beyond the broken floor, a dead end. Across the room from where you enter, the third and final exit, a glass door where you can barely make out behind a pile of broken furniture. You move to investigate it more closely. I always come back to this picture because for the life of me, I can't. I can never visualize the Scarlet family tree without getting confused. That's fair. There's a decent amount of them. As you approach, the plane grows clearer. Without a doubt, the piano is behind this door. Clear the furniture blocking the doorway. The pile of furniture blocking the doorway weighs a considerable amount, and it's safe to say most people will be unable to move it on their own. You aren't most people, though, and with a bit of muscle, you clear it off the side. You know what? If that line just said, you aren't most people, and just continued, 10 out of 10. As you move the final piece out of the way, the plane stops, as if aware of your efforts. Let's enter. Imagine leaving now. Is that Wayne? Just for context, I'm pointing at the right doorway. Is that Wayne? As you step through the door, something slips through your periphery and into the shadows. You lock eyes with it as it lingers in the doorway on the far side of the room. The two of you separated by a cavernous gash in the floor. Who are you? Who are you? Oh, never seen this. Yay! Words hang in the air as their presence slips deeper into the estate. I got a powerful bird. I could jump there. Whatever it was you just encountered leaves you wondering just how much longer you should even stay on the estate on your own. PB&J sounds great right now. You haven't had anything to eat all day. The only thing allowed in your stomach is the creaks and moans of the ancient place. PB&J sounds like what you need to take on the rest of the day. You head to the kitchen. Never knew you could see Wayne this early. Yeah, no, that's cool. I like that, even though it's only a tease. It's nice to have that. Okay, you're back in the kitchen, ready to craft this beautiful PB&J sandwich. The daunting task given the state of the place, but the aggressive growls of your stomach outweighed your fear of food poisoning. Street Bar and TTA clue you into Wayne early. Yeah. Alright, I really need to like make a bot to ban these fools. Banned 8 seconds ago. Okay. Sorry, that was just a spam bot that got like filtered. I just thought I'd ban it early. I really need to just have a bot that does that. They are very simple spams. You're back in the kitchen. To get started, you'll probably need to find some peanut butter, some jelly, a bread, a plate, and a knife. Check the fridge. You approach the fridge, your eyes catch a note taped reading, Jancy, stay out. Oh, sorry, Jancy, stay out. In all caps. Below it in separate handwriting are the words, okie dokie. I'm sorry, why does the cow on that milk carton have lips? What? Also, I didn't tell my character to open the freezer on the top, just the fridge. If you open the fridge, you already feel a deep urge to wash your hands, even though you yet to touch anything other than the handle. You're very much overestimating my character game. Uh, do we eat the old takeout? I would just like to say that I would consider it in character to eat the takeout, especially given all the stuff that she has put up with so far. So, expect the forbidden takeout. Actually, you know what? That's a lot worse than I remember. Maybe not. That's just straight up mold. Why did you do that? What were you expecting? This takeout container is disgusting beyond words, a liquefied mess of wholly congealed in a styrofoam shell. You can't even tell what it used to be. This substance doesn't just smell bad, it smells ancient. Okay, maybe this might be a step too far, but you know what? Protein is protein. We might as well enjoy this while we can. Protein is protein, you say to yourself as you force the slimy substance down your throat and into the steel trap that is your stomach. Your mouth and throat senses might be revoltive, but you know your muscles will thank you for this later. He's never been one to puke or get sick, and you don't see any reason why this slime would be any better. I don't think each trait sounds like a Slater Princess voice. Yeah, the normal dialogue is voice of the hero, and then anything part yeah, powerful build is stubborn. Oh, I'd like to imagine hot is smitten. Oh, all right, let's grab the jelly. Lucy's jelly. Food from one of the unopened jars of grape jelly. Carefully checking its expiration date, you breathe a sigh of relief when you realize it's recent. It was either purchased specifically for you, or is one of the few things in this kitchen Tava actually uses. All you need now is a plate, knife, bread, and some peanut butter. Close this fridge and keep looking. I've used mayo in things mayo should be not used in, but this is not one of them. And no, I will not elaborate on that. I just know that the result was disgustingly oily, and I will never do it again. Skeptic for street smart, paranoid for keen eye. Yeah, I see it. Go search the fridge. Okay. I wonder if there's a dialogue for searching the fridge twice. Let's look at the pantry. That for sure loves her mac and cheese. I nice bread. I'd just like to point out, I'm not a fan of mac and cheese. Take the peanut butter. The king of nut butter, and only 3% of each jar is made up of mashed up cockroaches. Dang. I thought the milk was bad in America. All you need now is a plate, knife, and some bread. Take the bread. You pick up one of the non-moldy loaves of bread. Great. One step closer to a satisfying snack. The only thing you need now is a plate and a knife. Search cabinets. Cabinet must be where Tafa keeps the dishware, and oddly enough, the utensils. Grab a plate and a butter knife. This is the last ingredient you need to make your PB&J. Time to get to work. Oh, I accidentally double tapped. Putting mouse into mac and cheese option always makes me laugh because it's so random. It's just so cruel. Reach for the bowl, but as you put it down, a blend of vinegar and dead moss splashes across you, onto you, immediately staining your shirt. On the back of the bowl reads a note that reads, "Moth trap, do not touch." Whoops. Your shirt is now unpleasantly wet. You'll probably change into something clean before you leave the house. Close cabinet and look for the rest of the kitchen. I'm gonna check the garden because I think I can get somewhere. The garden was reclaimed by the wilderness long ago. It may not be very safe, but who stopped you from venturing deeper? Explore. You wander further into the garden. It's quiet out here. Okay. Make the that's okay. Cat hits as you draw near, but remains firmly in place. There's a clearly frou-frou spot on the counter. Yeah. All right, let's make the PB&J. By the state of the horrendous kitchen, you've successfully combined your three ingredients to make peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Congratulations! Protein awaits! A job well done. I would just say I'm much more of a fan of peanut butter and chocolate. And I'm going to be honest, I hope I have some peanut butter. I have chocolate. I do not know if I have peanut butter, but I'd love to make a peanut butter and chocolate roll. Like tomorrow. All that hassle and it took you less than a minute to eat. The rest of the day lies in front of you. Congratulations, you've eaten and have a full day ahead of you. What do you want to do next? Uh, settle into my room. For my hardcore slash mean run, I plan to my OC to have talk to animals, to hate all humans and only like animals. I okay, when I first played my second playthrough, I talked to animals, and I did a. I'll see if I got the art. I did some art of like my first couple of playthroughs of like just like headshots and like generally what it was like, and it's not worth it. The second playthrough had the I just chucked on the women fear me, fish love me hat because that summed up the run perfectly. Friend of the animals, awful to humans. And by the way, this was before like Roads Untraveled. So I couldn't even get Scarlet to like Stella to go away. I just got physically dragged along by her. I love that. Yeah, no, it was 10 out of 10. Now that you've finally eaten, the extra pain in your journey has started to sink deep into your bones. You stumble up the stairs to your room, suitcase in tow, eager to unwind before the rest of the day. You stand at the entrance to your room. Uh, let's get clothes on the dresser. The poor thing looks cold in there, you think to yourself. You lay your clothes on top of the creature, arranging them in a little nest. It closes its mouth somewhat more at ease than before. It looks up at you with its shiny black eyes. Close the drawer, satisfied with yourself, a job well done. That was great, but that was also my replacement top that I just ruined. Whoops. Look out the window. Can you imagine how beautiful the garden must be in its heyday? If you owned this place, you'd totally get out there with a shovel and some gardening gloves and whip it into shape. You go out there and pull weeds, chop trees, carve tapestries, and do whatever you need to do to return it to its former glory. And once it was all well done, you'd sit by the fountain, which of course would have a little goldfish in it, and drink floral tea while enjoying the bird song. Yeah, you'd definitely do that, just not right now. Okay, I imagine Riley would genuinely do that, though. I remember looking at Scarlet Hollow history and got jumped scared by the fact that Chapter 4 came out in 2022. A song got into it this year. When did I buy this game? When did I buy this game? Where does Steam go? There it is. If I scroll down far enough, I'll see when I started playing. After that. Oh, it doesn't say. Okay, what's my achievement? I started playing July 2024. I think. Yeah, no, I think I got Slay the Princess day one, and then yeah, ended up uh, yeah, getting Scarlet Hollow a few months later. It was after episode 4, but before Rose Untraveled. Apparently, I was running out of money by chapter 4, so Hail Mary, they worked on a side project to help fund Scarlet Hollow being Slay the Princess with Blue Art thankfully. Yes, I found Slay the Princess during one of my jaunts on Steam searching for weird horror-y stuff. And I'm glad I did because, my goodness, it wasn't what I was expected, but it was amazing. I'd put it next to Stanley Parable as like one of my favorite, like, shortish form choice-based games. Like, it's absolutely fantastic. All right, let's just go to town. Now that you said it, then there's not much left for you to do other than head out and explore the town. You do just that. Before leaving the house, you rinse off and change into a clean shirt. You're not about to meet new people coated in vinegar and dead moths. Says who? I love how the game says the game lets you not shower, but if you get a bit of vinegar on you, you are cleaning yourself, buddy. If you'd have known you'd wind up having to walk all the way back to town, you probably would have asked Tabitha to leave you at the bus stop, especially with how unhappy she seemed to see you. If only you could wipe the slate between you two clean and bury some of the tension, then maybe the mother's funeral isn't the best time for something like that. My goodness, one sec. My glasses are filthy. My goodness. So disgusting. Gonna wipe them a bit with some tissue just to get the worst of it off. Alright, I'll probably clean them like later, but why they're so disgusting. Really wish I could wear contact lenses, but that's a whole other can of worms. Okay, that should be better. Yeah, that's better. Found Stage Princess through Markiplier's playthrough, which I forgot entirely what happened when I did my own. Nice. I should also wipe my own glasses. Fair enough. Then again, maybe it's the perfect time. It's really pretty out here. Pretty. Finally, you made it to town. The holler, as that guy on the bus called it. It has probably seen better days. It starts a feeling of an idyllic country town. Their sidewalks are cracked and many of the storefronts are boarded up, their windows dusty with age. A chill breeze seeps down the lane and you shudder, suddenly feeling as if you're peering into a grave. That Stella looking around the corner, like looking for Gretchen with the freaking exclamation mark above her head is amazing. Gretchen, come back! Quit bothering strangers. Oh, haven't seen you around here before. The young woman is noticeably flustered by your appearance. It's a phenomenon that you, as a hot, are all too familiar with. Game's gonna kill me just with that hot stuff. Sorry about Gretchen. She can be very slippery when she wants to be. Hope she didn't scare you. Hi, I'm Riley. And I'm Stella. Pleasure to meet you. Not often I see your face up here in the holler. Every now and then there's a new crop of coal folks, but you don't look dusty enough for that. You aren't in town for the funeral, are you? The Scarlet funeral. Lie? You remain silent. No need to be coy. I recognize those sunken eyes and rigid cheekbones anywhere. You must be Tabby's cousin, right? That's the only person I can think of who'd come to town for a funeral. How's she holding up? To be honest, I've been a little worried about her. Why do you want to know? I used to know her pretty well. It's been a while, though, and someone passing the other day. I just want to know if she's okay. She seems alright. She seems to be taking it okay. I don't know her that well, so I can't tell if things will have an impact on her mood, but I get the sense that she was always a little rough around the edges. That's Tabby, alright. I'm glad to hear she's doing okay. She and her mum were really close, and to think that she'd been up in that old mansion all by herself. I guess she got you there to keep her company now. That'll be good for her, even if she doesn't realise it herself. Oh, if you just got into town, you must be starving. I was just on my way to the diner for a coffee, and they got amazing biscuits. My treat. I mean, she is pretty, but if you take the peanuts, the first option will also have lie. What? Oh, right, yeah, because you just ran at you. Okay, that's hilarious. Alright, 10 out of 10. Yeah, I'll pass. Okay then. I guess I'll see you around. She went away. She never goes away. I'm free. I'm free. Let's see a general store. You wander into a quaint little general store. The country ambience clashes terribly with the goth woman behind the counter, who's been eyeing you with a nervous curiosity since you've arrived. Can I like... They got axolotls in the bottom left and they're adorable. Can I just get one of those? Or a Pepsi? I'd like a Pepsi, please. I'm kidding. Pepsi in the UK is awful now. They, like, mess something up. Like if you get out of, like, a pub or a restaurant, it's fine. But the bottles you buy at the shop are disgusting. They're like, they just took out all the sugar. It's awful. I had Ken and my main Scarlet refused Stella's invitation because they got intimidated by the pretty lady. The bottom left plushies are references to the developers' IRL pets, I think. Yeah, that sounds. Well, I mean, you got the Black Tabby from Black Tabby Games, Axolotl and Snake. Yeah, I think they're from the. Yeah, I think that's right. Fare thee well, fair maiden. Find time to take to a register. Good idea, this is a store. Even if you're mostly interested in small talk, it'd be much better if you decide to buy something. Who said I'm interested in small talk? Your gaze turns towards the shelves. Beverage. This is a completely new view. Prints by local art. Oh! Look at the background. Oh, there's a woman there too. You grab a soft drink from the fridge and take it to the counter. Have you never refused to when I first played, it was before Rose Untraveled released, so there wasn't an option to refuse Stella. You always went to the diner with her. Yeah. Nice choice. Yes. There. Nice choice. Really good taste and refreshment. So, what brings you to town? You busy later? I could drink a soda. I mean, we could. I mean, you and me. I'm Kanika. That's my name. Do you have one too? She seems flustered. I'm realizing the mistake of everyone trying to immediately flirt. Like the second see my character. Oh wait, because I'm not planning on going to the diner. That means I miss out on hot-to-hot communication. We already had non-binary to non-binary communication last playthrough. Now we're gonna miss out on hot. I mean, we will meet at some point, but sorry, I'm not used to meeting new people. Don't mention it. Yeah, I mean, thanks. I mean, wait. Kanika's eyes go wide. She adjusts her glasses, taking the exquisite details of your face. Oh my god, you're tough as cousin, aren't you? You're Riley. Her nervousness instantly evaporates. I had no idea. Don't tell her I asked you out. She can never know. I can't believe you two share DNA. Wait, what? I'll allow it. What? I'd just like to point out that was the blocked term there was gay idiots. My main Scott OC during the scene was really funny to me because it's two gay idiots not knowing how to flirt with each other. Nice. I mean, my condolences. I'm sorry about your aunt. I don't even know Tabitha. How'd you get away with fashion like that in a rural southern town? The secret ingredient is drugged tea that your mother makes. Jeez. So many options. You can still say fare thee well. I don't like this town. I don't like that everyone knows me. I know exactly what you mean. Everyone here has known me since I was a baby, and it's like I'm a perpetual teenager to them. Look, your mom got out before you had to deal with that. I'd better get out too before I become one of those old fogies sitting on the porch saying grown adults about something they did when they were 10. Before I forget, how much do I owe you? Oh, right, my job that I'm supposed to be doing. $2. You hand Kanika 5 and she returns 3 ragged singles. As a custom, the beverage is now yours. Can I just down it? That'd be really... Is there not an option to just down it? Because I... well, bye. Yeah, have a good one. Stay safe out there. Kanika at the general store. Early Monday afternoon. Okay. Something I learned from my friend's playthrough is that Stella cannot invite you to cryptid hunting, leaving you to choose between general store and library afterwards, but you can only explore one. Interesting. So because I didn't waste time, I can do both. I feel like Riley, despite not being book smart, would, you know, not have a complete disinterest in books. She's not a complete... I was about to say she's not a complete musclehead, but she's also got street smart, so, you know. Let's explore the town hall. Freaking episode 1 spoilers. Wait, the teens are all wearing the exact same clothes. Wait, why am I saying that? I wore exactly the same clothes as a kid slash teen slash adult. What you find inside the elegant building is not a town hall, as was suggested by the letters carved in the stone out front. Instead, you find something that looks more like a library. In fact, it is a library. The air is thick with the smell of old paper and fresh coffee. The man busies himself sorting books on a mobile shelf, and the cat lounges on the book cart. Why does Oscar suddenly look so much more realistic? What? Becca may have different clothes, just wears the same hoodie. Well, yeah, I mean, Rosalina could just have, like, a different shirt on that. Wait. To be fair, I've never looked at the shirt poking out of Rosalina's jumper, but, you know. Well, I'm scared. Oscar looks, like, really realistic. He just, like, turns to you with, like, that super realistic stare. Like, what's going on there? I'm scared. And only him. The teens look fine. A group of teens gathered on the stairs, not sitting on the chairs despite the prevalence of empty seats, as is their custom. They glance up at you with a slight annoyance, also as is their custom. His face compared to Becca. Like, yeah, what the? I don't like it. Hi there, I'm Oscar. If you need any help, just let me know. The cat too meows at you in a seemingly warm greeting. I don't mind when I talk to him. The forbidden early high detail Becca, Rosalina, and Alexis. Ha! I remember their names. Yes, yes, yes. Oscar, clearly a librarian here, smiles at you from behind the shelf of books. But as his eyes focus on your face, his smile fades, replaced by a look of daunting recognition. Wait a minute, you must be... Never mind, sorry. Who is it, Dad? Do you know her? No, Rosalina, don't worry about it. Oh my god, wait, I had somebody at school talking about how the long lost Scarlet Heir was coming to town this week. You know, for the funeral. That must be her. Becca, Miss Tabitha is her heir, right? Becca, Miss Tabitha is her heir, right? Shut up, Alexis, I know what I heard. I think Alexis is right. I think Tabitha already owns the mines. You're 13, Rosalina. Stop acting like you know things. Girls, please be nice to each other. Yes, this is Tabitha's cousin, and no, she isn't the true heir to the Scarlet Fortune or anything like that. She's just here to pay respects to Miss Perlin. One of my favorite parts of Scarlet Hollow is how much the town feels alive, especially if you do different playthroughs. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Things are moving around you. You're not like the focal point. You're the focal point of the mystery, but you're not the focal point of the town. So much for not making you feel like we know everything about you. I have to imagine it's a bit uncomfortable, but... Welcome to Scarlet Hollow, Riley. I didn't even get a chance to introduce myself. No, I'm not flirting with him. If I accidentally double press, I'm going to randomly flirt with someone, aren't I? I'm petting the cat. You pet the cat. He purrs loudly and leaning fully into your knuckles as you scratch the underside of his chin. He's way into this. So into this that he gives you an affectionate little bite, still purring like a motorboat. And as you pull your hand away slowly before you can decide if you're free as decide if you're a fun toy and yeah. And you pull your hand away slowly before he can decide you're a fun toy and try and disembowel. I think with someone right in front of his daughter is kind of funny. I didn't even think of that. Oh my goodness. Nod for satisfaction, signaling the end of your questioning. All I did was pet a cat. Shouldn't those kids be in school? They, two of them looked at me. It's fall break. What they said. And I'm happy to have them here. It's like, I like knowing what Rosalina gets up to. What are you girls doing again? Wait, taking a what dragon species are you quiz? Yeah, and we have to focus. Please stop distracting us by asking what we're doing. Okay, for this one, choose a smell. I like smoky, but I don't know. It seems like it would just get us like normal fire-breathing dragon. Yeah, if we want Japanese air dragon, we got to be more strategic. What does air smell like? Aren't we supposed to just answer the one we like best? No, if we want the best dragon, I say ocean spray because spray's in the air. Oh, okay. I like how the teens always say it's full break in unison. Like, they did the same in the mine. I imagine they get asked a lot. I better get going for... Oh, we're not saying... we got sea worm. Ew. I'm clearly too distracted by all that talking over there. I thought libraries were supposed to be quiet places of study. Come on, let's go to your place, Alexis. I feel like a 5-year-old when I hang out in the library anyway. Yeah, we could watch a movie in your basement. Do you think your parents would mind? I cannot. Hey, never mind. Come on, let's go. The teens start towards the door with Becca in the lead. Wait, Rosalina, when should I expect you back? We're doing a sleepover, right? I'll have to see. My mom's gonna make pot pie for dinner. That's okay. We can order a pizza. The conversation fades as they walk out the door. Keep me posted. I was about to comment on it's nice seeing the dynamic early, and then I got hit with finding an excuse to leave. Yeah, why not? Finally, an excuse to leave. Okay. It was nice meeting you. A history lesson. Have a chat in the library early Monday afternoon. Make your way back to Main Street. It looks like the sun's finally starting to set. Maybe you'll see if the sleepy southern town like Scarlet Hollow has a vibrant nightlife another day. But for now, you feel ready to head back to the estate. Go back to the estate. You return to the dirt road, beginning the trek back up towards the estate. Ominous textual information. You can hit Y or triangle button on your gamepad to hide the text box at any time. Do I need to? No, I'm scared. There's like no reason to tell me that. As the sun sinks deeper into the horizon, the sky is flooded with orange and pink hues. Shadows around you darkening and stretching out over the path. The mountains seem to make night come quickly here, their rounded hills blotting out the dying sun prematurely, casting the valley of Scarlet Hollow into an eerie, warm twilight. I like how it appears here since you didn't learn it earlier in the dining with Gretchen eating bacon. Yeah, I understand the need to have it, but why do it when there's nothing to look at? I got paranoid. You've had a long day. Between traveling and meeting all these strangers, the dusty bed that awaits you back at the estate is starting to sound very appealing. There's a sound on the path behind you. You turn back the road and find nothing. You still seem to be alone. Your eyes scan them out. Did I just double press by accident? I'm looking at the YouTube stream. Give me like 2 minutes. Yeah, whoops. Your eyes scan the side of the mountain road, seeing it settling on a large stick. This will definitely protect you. And then you hear another sound. A shuffle of leaves. You spot the creature. Oh! Creature! I think I pointed at the creature. You look up and see a creature in the middle of the road, paws mid-step, one paw still held in mid-air. It's staring at you with a wild and unkempt look in its eyes. It's a mountain lion, and there's something horribly wrong with it. It takes another step towards you, drool leaking from its slack mouth. Start filming. Heck yeah, we're doing this for the content, baby. Aren't you pretty kitty? Alright, I'm assuming you couldn't ready your weapon regardless, but because I am powerful. Powerful! There's actually some effort to it. Ready your weapon. That must be easier prey than me. I could kill you in the state you're in. It dashes forwards with surprising speed, ears backing, claws glistening. You swing your... It feels like a Slay the Princess scene. You swing your stick at the creature as it barrels towards you, your blow connecting with a heavy and satisfying crack. Like all I need is a pristine blade. It's stunned for the briefest of moments and then lunges again, pouring at your ankles, its momentum dragging you towards the tree line, from there sliding downhill. It's disorientating, but you manage to move the creature's body under you before a heavy impact. You find yourself stunned, but relatively uninjured. But the mountain lion isn't finished, its body oozing from the fall. It pushes back on itself and its feet, hitting intent, shining clear at its yellow wide eyes, and then... The evening air is pierced with the sound of a gunshot. The scene gets a lot eerier if you have talk to animals. Wait, what happens if you have talk to animals? I see the beast DNA. Yeah. Oh, no, yeah, no. I think Scarlet Hollow, I think, yeah, Say the Princess released before Rose Untraveled. So, yeah, I can definitely say the gardeners cannot tend to empty soil. What? My lens says something like that. That is, yeah, oh, that's creepy. Evening air is pierced with the sound of a gunshot. The mountain lion's gone in a flash, leaving a thin trail of blood behind as it disappears into dark woods beyond the path. As you gain your bearings, you realize that the beverage is gone. You must have lost it in your fall. I lost the beverage? Really? For a game about choice, whoops, you lost your drink, you idiot. Really? I paid $2 for that. I paid $2 for that. I'll do the Duke voice again. I'm probably gonna have to do it more. I forgot why they forced you to use your general store purchase here. I imagine the nuts were hard enough to implement. I imagine the nuts were enough of an annoyance, let alone having a beverage on you.
Damn, Nitty had the thing. Now Nitty had you too. Who the hell are you? What are you doing out here? Looking to get shot?
Oh my god, climaxing returns. They really start you crying after chapter 4. Episode 4. Was that a threat?
Of course not. I'm here after the mountain lion. I ain't interested in any kind of the most dangerous game. Wait a tick, you seem awfully familiar.
He looked you up and down with his good eye. The voice that hurt me the most narrating my friend's playthrough as a possessed Oscar during the haunting. Was that, like, as in emotionally, or what did you do? What did you do? The Duke's is my most painful voice. Any other voices, I just reel in.
Ain't you that Scarlet kid everyone's been saying won't get a show? I apologize for my rescueness. I'm sorry for you and Miss Tabitha's loss. You can call me Duke. No need to thank me for saving your life.
Duke seems to think for a moment, glancing up at the darkening sky.
You best not keep walking around on your own out there. Not with that thing on the prowl. I like to think anything might happen to you without me around to save your skin. Tell you what, tag along with me and I'll finish what we started, and I'll be sure to get you home safe. I'll wager Miss Tabitha would appreciate someone looking out for you.
Tried to mimic who the possessed were playing. I guess technically Charles Shaw was the voice that might threat the most. Oh goodness. Oh, I just made this. I don't know if you were here for episode 3, but I just made it sound like it hurt. There's something wrong with that mountain lion.
It probably got the cancer, had all them lumps. Don't mean it's any less dangerous. If I had to say, it's more deadly than ever now that it sees death coming for it. As you well know, when's the last time you've heard a mountain lion attacking everybody, especially on this side of the continent? You're one of the lucky few, so don't go ruin it by running off and dying alone in the woods after God did you a favor.
Big G and everything. Ah, from the haunting. Okay, yeah. I couldn't remember the I knew it was sometime during episode 3. I just couldn't remember the specific timing. It was a long stream. Gotta be honest. Try to start walking away. Yes, I want revenge. Let's get that son of a bitch.
Damn straight. We don't need man-eater prowling these woods after dark. It's not safe to let it roam like that.
You and Duke make your way into the dark woods, following the trail of blood the mountain lion left behind. Before long, the sun has completely set, and the two of you find yourselves in near total darkness. Though Duke has a flashlight, he uses it sparingly, letting you both adjust to the starlight instead. Every sound feels deafening as the two of you pick your way through the underbrush. Every snapping twig could be a deadly pause of the thing that hunted you. Every rustling leaf a herald of a vicious attack. But you know deep down, it's probably nothing but squirrels and shrews. Duke kidnapping you from Duke kidnapping you instead of Stella. Yeah, the worst option. Then you hear the unmistakable sound of something large shifting amongst the fallen leaves.
Gotcha!
Your favorite trait? I mean, I say for. I'd probably say keen eye, personally. But I'm also a dog that likes having all the facts, so keen eye is really good for me. Street smart might overtake it. We'll see this playthrough. The old man quietly steps forward, gun held at the ready.
What the hell?
Ready. I'm just gonna spend this stream just complimenting Stella, aren't I? Keen eye bullied a lot in the community. I'd say it's basic, but good. It's not like flashy or anything, but it's all reliable. Duke, you scared me. What are you doing out here so late?
Stella, I'd ask you the same, but I'm sure I know what has you sticking around after dark. You know how close I came to putting a hole in you?
But you didn't. No harm, no foul. Hey, Riley. We'd see you out here so late. Does Tabitha know you with Duke? Gretchen's little nose seems to pick up something she doesn't like. She thrashes in Stella's arms, whining threateningly. Whoa, calm down, girl. You know Riley. Dang, it's just like me, for real, for real. And I mean Gretchen. Whenever I smell the beef jerky. No, not beef jerky. Beef biltong. I don't like jerky. Jerky has a flavor. Has something to it I don't like. But biltong, similar. But I love it. I love it. I love it so much. I have to actually stop myself from buying it. Oh. If I could say I have like an addiction, it's biltong. I swear it gets so hard to hold on to her when she gets like this. Sometimes it feels like she's only geriatric when she wants to be. Oh!
It's alright, little lady. You're safe as long as you got your mama looking after you.
Stella gains eyelashes for like a frame. Oh, sorry, detailed eyelashes. Remember seeing a post on the subreddit of how fast you can ruin Stella's life in the span of 5 days. Oh my god. Oh my god. You could like, well, I mean, yeah, chapter 1, obviously. 2? I don't think anything can happen to her in 2. 3, you can just have, she gets traumatized. And I'm not too sure on the details of 4 and 5. I mean, her getting traumatized is a current event, but you know.
Unlike you, Stellar, if you decide to keep doing what you're doing out there, I think you'll find these woods ain't agreeable tonight. Riley here had a run and you wouldn't believe. Just go home and save us all from this. Save all this for some other night.
Wait, a running? What kind of running? Was it supernatural? Chapter 1, I think they say save Gretchen since she's gonna die soon anyway? What?
Like I said, you won't believe it. Now put that dang camera away.
I don't know what this old man is on about. That's not even street smart. The post was scarily in-depth and thinking long-term. Okay, no, that is genuinely disturbing. What? Oh. I was attacked by a mountain lion. A mountain lion? Are you sure?
Oh, for the love of... Don't you get started, Stella. We were both there. We saw the damn thing. It was a mountain lion. Plain and simple. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
It's just I did a whole video on them and found absolutely no evidence that they exist out here. Eastern mountain lions are extinct. There hasn't been a sighting in decades. Just to take us out for a minute, I love that Mothman chat. Mothman, hell yeah. I think talking about mountain lions in the diner is what Stella gets... God gets her to not invite you to cryptid hunting. Interesting, okay.
There ain't been a sighting in decades till now. Your friend here, Daniel, got eaten by one. Don't want to get your last video found 20 years from now next to a pile of your bones in a den of some long-dead creature. You best go get out of these woods.
That would be so cool!
No, it would not. Your mama and daddy are spinning their graves hearing like that. Standing around to stop you, then I'll take the responsibility. Go on, get!
The old man shoos her away. Fine, fine, I'll go. Street smart, you recognize something in her smirk. She has no intention of going home. I can transition back to the main path. Now, you know what? I'm going to be a jerk about it. You're just going to keep running around with your camera, aren't you?
She most certainly is.
Okay, I didn't need to do that. I'll head back towards town, I promise. She's absolutely not doing that. If anything, calling her out has only strengthened her resolve. And if I happen to see anything video-worthy on my way, well, who am I to defy fate? Deny fate. Pretty sure there's an achievement for snitching multiple times. Well, we'll see.
If I hear any screams of terror out there tonight, know that I will be very disappointed in you, Stella Richmond.
You won't hear a peep. And with that, she's off. Just you and Duke in the dark woods once again.
There's no getting through that girl when she puts her mind to something, I swear. Damn, we've been stopped so long now the old hip's starting to voice his complaints. There's an overlook just this way. Let's sit a spell. I bought a few littles along if you're peckish.
Duke drinking simulator. Is that Wayne? Is that Wayne to the left? Or is that something else? That's exactly what Wayne looked like in the Forbidden Wing. You find your way on a narrow path and emerge on a rocky outcropping overlooking the dark forest. The sky above is smeared with stars, more than you've ever seen before. Duke interrupts the serenity of the scene with his old man grunts, folding his creaky joints as he settles on a nearby log. He starts rusting for a small pack you hadn't noticed he was carrying, of course, putting out some beef jerky and a couple of beers. Wayne's always watching no matter who you're hanging out with. That's terrifying, actually. I've never noticed him.
Well, at least it's nice At least it's last night, even if circumstances leave something to be desired. Help yourself to jerky, and for the beer, I was planning on having both cans myself. But I suppose I can be convinced to spare one.
Try to bond over sports? I just love how it's in brackets. Like, why is that there? I can claim... Wait, I could be vegan? Wait a second, I could be vegan in this? What? I like how you can only play Bond over sports with powerful builders. Only the strong know sports. My goodness, there's so much hair. Vegan and vegetarian, yeah. You know what? I can't eat jerky. I'm vegan.
The religious thing can't eat cows on Monday or something?
Wait, have I eaten anything that's from an animal? I didn't eat them. No, I'm fine. I sworn vengeance on all vegetables, but I have no quarrel with the animals of this world. I just want to confuse the hell out of it.
You know, folks are always calling us country people. Look, us country people are. But if you're anything like the other city folks, sounds to me like the pot's calling the kettle. Anyway, you got a rough week with that at you. Even our vegetables have meat in them. Can't imagine colors without a hammock. What would be the point?
I love the I love the idea of protein is protein, plus it doesn't eat meat. There was probably something living in that takeaway, but we're past that point now. It definitely wasn't living when I ate it. I was wondering, how did you find me, if only to never be found again?
I've been on that thing said all day. Got myself a personal vendetta. Been after my chickens. I've seen them around my property a few times, and the next day I always have a bird or two missing. Birds are like family to me. Raise them from eggs. They know me by sight, and I'm their daddy. It's always means something to me when a creature sets its sights on my hands. That something shoots at the top of my list of enemies. And I suppose it seems some commonalities between you and my chickens. I didn't expect to see find a near stranger out there on the wrong end of that thing. But I'm glad I did, for your sake.
A crisp breeze passes over you. You can't help the feeling you're being watched. You scan the tree line, but whatever might be out there is nowhere to be seen. Oh. Probably started out inanimate and became alive over the course of rotting in that fridge. You would love a show called Cowboy Bebop. Is it just me, or does it feel like we're being watched right now?
That's just nature. You get used to it.
Fair enough. Enough sitting. I want some action. Let's go after that thing. Oh. Cracking open the cold one. Spend some quality time with old Duke. Well, at least that's better than the other spending quality time. You open your mouth to speak. Before you get the words out, your phone buzzes in your pocket. You're getting a phone call. It's your cousin. If you pick up, it might cut the evening short, for better or for worse. You could always text her and say you aren't in the middle of the woods next to a loaded gun and hunting down a mad-eating cougar. I feel like I should pick up the phone. At least be respectful to my cousin, darn it. Getting hang out with Duke, he became one of my favourite side characters. Yeah, it's great. I didn't ask him anything. He's alright. He's alright. I will pick up the phone. I'm at least nice enough to do that. I'm not gonna send a text. Riley, where are you? Where'd you go? Are you dead? Yes. I almost got eaten by a mountain lion. I'm wandering around the woods with some old guy with a shotgun. You what? No wonder it sounds like you're inside a blender. Your reception must be terrible out there.
If that's Miss Tabitha, you should tell her of old Duke. She'll know me.
Clearly, that I don't need to explain that being in the woods, especially at night, is a bad thing. Get the old guy to take you to town now.
And tell her how I saved your life, too. She'll know you're in good hands.
There's a sound nearby. Scuffling, and then...
What in the...
No, I'm voicing this just for the sake of it. I'm getting to show you pictures of Big Betty. Oh, well, now I'm sad. Okay. I'm just voicing this one because I find it funny. I'm not doing that, though. Oh God, Tabitha, the reception's so bad. Shh. Hello, I can't hear you. Shh. I said you're not picking up me in town and it's better go directly back to the estate. I'm losing you, Tabitha. Beep. That street swap option's really fucking funny. Yes, it is. And I'm so sad that I'm not doing a playthrough that will allow for it. Sorry, I really didn't mean to get into trouble. Look, as long as you don't die, I'm sure I can forgive you. The rustling grows louder.
That must be my birdie. She's still alive.
The call ends abruptly, the bad reception finally giving out. The old man takes a step towards the tree line.
Get your thieving hands off her!
Duke charges forwards, flashlight in hand, crashing through the brush.
Damn, that thing is fast. Which way did it go?
There's not a sound nearby. No, it isn't the sound of whatever you two are chasing. Duke stops mid-stride to listen. You stop to listen as well. It's a human voice.
Damn it, I know that voice.
There appears to be some sort of growth. I've never seen anything like it. Jeez, I hope I don't get demonetized for this. Don't we all? Don't we all? If I was actually, if I actually made money on YouTube, that last Scarlet Hollow stream would be so demonetized that guy's head exploded.
Tell her I swear to God, didn't I tell you to go home?
Two of you emerge in the clearing, revealing what Sarah had been filming so intently. It's Bertie, her little chicken body panting despite desperate breaths as she lies crumpled in a heap, lies in a crumpled heap at Stella's feet.
Birdie, oh no, what happened to you, sweetheart?
Stella looks terrified. I mean, that's fair. Supposedly you can hear ditchlings talk if you have mystic and talk to animals, but I don't see proof of it. I mean, I could be convinced to do a third playthrough, and do you know what traits I haven't done? Mystic and talk to animals. Luke, I just found her like this. I think there's something seriously wrong with her. Oh my God, I have to pick that. Man, Stella, why couldn't you be a normal YouTuber who just talks to the camera instead of the kind that films people's dying pets? I'm not some kind of creep or anything. It's investigative journalism.
No point in journalizing this. Nobody needs to see her all swollen and hurt.
I'm sorry, Duke. I know how much you care about your chickens. I didn't mean any disrespect.
When you give two shits, you'll delete that footage.
Oh. Stella on her Logan Paul era. Oh my... That's a reference. What are we supposed to do now?
We're taking my bird and we're getting the hell out of here.
As you, Duke and Stella take stock of the situation, the sound begins to wrap around you. Gently at first, barely a whisper. But then a guttural moan, and another, and suddenly you find yourself surrounded by a chorus of groaning misery. What the hell is going on? Remember seeing art of her in the damn Toy Story alien hat. What the hell is going on? The voices? Oh, I have no idea. He starts filming again.
Come on, Birdie. Let's get you home.
Who scoops up the injured Bertie? The voices in the tree intensify. It's like you're suddenly surrounded, all the strange sounds coming closer, growing bolder.
What in the hell is that? Don't you step another foot closer, or I'll shoot. Don't you think I won't?
The man hesitates, and the thing steps forward, fixing what seems to be its eyes on Bertie, tucked under Duke's arm. Gretchen starts making ungodly noises, screaming and howling along with the din around you. You and Stella turn just in time to see another creature slithering out from the bush. Gretchen whines and barks, reaching for a fevered pitch for another creature's malformed hands grasp at her. Oh my god!
What's going on over there?
Duke glances back, everything seems to happen at once. A flash of unnatural feet and then chaos. Duke grapples with the thing as it grabs his shotgun, pushing a barrel out of the way as it guards Bertie with oddly jointed limbs, while Stella stares in shocked silence as if paused, watching the other creature attempt to wrestle Gretchen to the darkness, her desperate cries going unheeded.
Shit! Get your grubby little hands off my bird!
And because we are playing in hardcore, you cannot do both. No taking care of business. No taking care of business. I got the muscles, but I also got attacked, so, you know. We'll use the excuse that I'm injured. I mean, I can't do the same thing twice, can I? It'd be kind of stupid, right? To do the same thing twice. But doggy. Alright. I think I've made my choice. I am a friend to the animals. Clearly, my character's vegan now, apparently. Even after eating, possibly with meaty sludge. But Duke did save my life, so this time I'm gonna have to help Duke. You rush forward, shoving the awful thing away from Duke and Bertie. Your hands collide with smooth, doughy, unstructured flesh. It feels like you just shoved shoved a loose bag of organs. It barely staggers back, the shove having done little more than shift the thing's attention to you. It rears back on its hind legs, mouth opening, whispered tone sliding out along something sharp and unnatural. Well, that's gonna get me demonetized. And now it lies in a heap on the ground, its malformed insides oozing out into the dead leaves. I'm saying that's gonna die here. After hanging out with him and being able to meet Irma and Bo, I never have the heart to let him die here. That's fair enough.
Got him, damn thing.
Gretchen! You both turn in time to see Gretchen disappear in the underbush. Her yelps grow distant as she dragged away. Stella wastes no time diving after her, running headlong into the dark woods.
Damn it, Stella! Come on, we can't lose her.
Two of you chase after her, following Stella in her pursuit of the thing that stole her dog.
Good God, there's tons of these things.
You and Duke push to keep pace with Stella's desperate footfalls as you do your best to ignore the sudden abundance of pale faces leering at you from the trees. Can't I take a picture of these things?
What in the hell are they? Where are they coming from?
Sorry, Gretchen. Stella, too, was stopped by the sight and smell of what had been arranged here. She stands with you at its edge, overlooking the bizarre pattern of animal corpses, their rot flavouring the air. Gretchen is among them, the newest addition to the ring, lying paralysed and whimpering under one of the creatures, its pale doughy form encroached protectively over its catch. It has already started its work. Gretchen! She tries to step forward, but Duke holds her back. You know what? I'll put some Fight behind my back? Duke, give me your gun. We can't let them have Gretchen. Figures appear at the edge of the clearing. They're surrounding you.
Shit!
Stella turns back for a moment, her eyes first on Duke before fluttering to yours. Duke, listen to her. Duke cautiously hands you the gun, and you level it on Gretchen. Take a deep breath, aiming carefully. Make it count, Riley. I remember watching an old playthrough of Scarlet Hollow pre-Rhodes, and Duke's death used to be a lot more graphic, and you actually see him get shot. I don't remember that. I was horrified when I saw Duke's corpse. Hey, furry. You don't get to make that. You're 2 hours late, bub. And no, I activated my iPad saying that. And no, I haven't looked at your Discord message. I've been streaming. For Maiden's understanding, I'm not here to troll. They're my partner. Yes. And every time you say, hey, furry, I regret it a bit more. Lol. They love to tolerate me. Yeah. I'm about to put down a dog, by the way. I'm sorry, that was... Oh my god! You pull the trigger and the shot rings out over the clearing. I was halfway through a bit and then I saw Gretchen with no head. Animals scatter at the sudden noise and the three of you run as well, Duke taking his gun back from your shaking hands. The whisper of the creature still murmuring in the trees around you, following your movement. I'm gonna be honest, I was taking the gun and expecting to shoot the thing off of Gretchen, but I'll add that to the list of traits for my character. Can wield a gun.
My truck's parked in the trail. Let's get the hell out of here.
Duke leads a charge back through the woods. The creatures clearly aren't done with you. They'll fill the woods around the path, leaning out with grasping hands, their stares fixed on Bertie. They want Bertie, Duke.
They can have what they want. Don't mean they're getting it.
Though I do care about Gretchen, my biggest concern is when it comes to her death is Stella's mental health. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they go everywhere together. It's not exactly a what if I want to entertain, but we're here now, so I'm doing it. Make it to the road, but three of the creatures stand between you and Duke's truck. I'll have to make a choice here. Clear the path! Stay back. Stay back. Take a single deep breath before propelling yourself towards the creatures. Punch them. Squinch, punch a ditchling. I got an achievement for punching one of these little things. As they recoil, you plant your foot firmly on the ground and throw your body towards the abomination to your right, fist firmly connecting with a powerful haymaker. Its body feels wrong, as if your blow had just collided with a bag of loose organs instead of a living creature. Caught by surprise now, matched by your physical prowess, the creatures leap back and scatter into the woods. You are still the dominant species here, at least for now.
Now, Stella, I know you got in trouble with vehicles, but I won't hear any nonsense about you walking back to town, you hear? Get in the truck.
I love how we traumatized her and now we're going to force her into a situation that she doesn't like. You sense the slightest bit of hesitation as Stella pauses on the path next to you. Okay. You squeeze into Duke's tiny two-seater trucks, tucking your legs into either side of the gear shift. Such a generous person, Stella's eerily quiet now. Oh wait, I'm allowed to be inappropriate now. I wasn't last playthrough. Wow, what a rush! I never got to fight a monster before.
Good for you. Can't say my idea involves running from my life from a bunch of creatures. Maybe we'll get lucky and those fists of yours and scare them off. Doesn't seem like they can put up much of a fight when push comes to shove.
You let the silence continue, staring out on the road ahead. Every now and then you spot what looks like a pale, anguished face peeking out from the trees before vanishing into the underbrush. Wait, did Hales leave? She came here. She usually does that during work and then disappears. Oh, the audacity. I know she's not working today. Oh, how rude. Soon the rumble of gravel between the beneath the tires gives way to uneven pavement, and a truck comes to a stop in front of a small cottage.
Here we are, Stella. Safe and sound. You'll be alright tonight?
Yeah, of course. I'm fine. Too wound up for sleep, though. I don't know about you two, but I need answers. It's a long shot, but my friend's mum is a weird hippie lady. She knows about the local wildlife and local myths and legends. Maybe she would have some idea of what those things were. Say we go over and show her what we have. You guys with me?
Hell no, I'm a God-fearing man. I don't go that witch woman for nothing. Besides, my bed's crying out to me. I need sleep before I give anything that happened tonight another thought. The only reason I'm still here is to deliver Riley back to Miss Tabitha as requested. She said she'd be around here somewhere.
Just appeared from the other side of the screen. Where have you been? Hey, Tabby. Stella, I'm trying to talk to my cousin. I called you over an hour ago. How do you manage to get that lost?
I'm afraid it's my fault, ma'am. The woods were not as safe as they usually are, and we got ourselves a little turned around out there. But there's no need to fear. I made sure your cousin was in one piece every step of the way, despite the best efforts of the local wildlife.
Riley, has this man been harassing you? He had a gun and wouldn't let me leave? Oh my god. As annoying as it is to admit, no way, this dude saved my life. Stella, is that true? I wasn't there for that part, but I'd believe it. Duke is that kind of guy. Okay, but don't think surviving whatever happened out there means you can just make this a nightly event. Your cousin sighs heavily. I thought I could leave you alone for 2 seconds. Since you're supposedly an adult, but clearly you need more supervision than that. You know, Tabby, I was just suggesting we head over to Kanika's mum and ask her what she thinks we saw in the woods tonight. You should come too. Sybil, absolutely not. It's late. I'm taking Riley home. Good night, Stella. And Farmer.
The name's Duke, ma'am.
Wait, Stella, where's your dog? Oh, she
is no longer with us, Miss Tabitha.
Oh. She was pretty old, though, right? You knew it was coming sooner or later. Yeah. You're going with Stella to meet that person's mom. Alright, as much as I don't really, much as I haven't really had much interaction with Stella past, why are you talking to me? And I just shot your dog. Jesus, Tabitha, she just lost her dog. No need to be a dick about it. What, you mean like tonight? A silence falls across the group. Jeez, I didn't know, okay? Oh, that is a haunted expression. Look, I'm sorry. Yeah, you didn't know, but the woods are dangerous right now, Tabby. Well, all the more reason my cousin shouldn't be in them. The woods aren't my problem, they're not your problem either, Riley. Now come on, I'm tired and so are you. Bedtime.
Pleasure to see you as always, Miss Tabitha. Sorry for your loss.
Tabitha doesn't respond as she escorts you towards her old BMW. Duke and Della's voices fade away as you walk down the dark street with your cousin. Thankfully, there's no odd owl-like voices echoing out the woods either. The night falls with comforting songs of crickets. You and Tabitha step into her car. It feels like a lifetime since you've been in this seat, but the truth is, it's been no fewer than 12 hours. It's been fewer than 12 hours. The smell inside is oddly comforting, and there is a bone-deep recognition that smells like family. Your cousin reached for the headlight. Doesn't Tabitha normally not see Wayne?
Riley, welcome home.
The figure steps out of the light, disappearing and back into the darkness of the woods. Who was that and why did he know my name? It's just one of the miners being dramatic. Everyone here knows your name. I'm sure you've noticed that. It's not a big deal. There was recognition of her eyes when she saw the man, and a distinct fear. Oh, I will... This part jump scared me when I did it. Yeah, no, that, I was wondering why I was being shown the front view of the car. You knew that guy, didn't you? She rolls her eyes, attempting to maintain her composure. Oh, she is horrified! I don't think she's seen Wayne, in my view, in the entire... Making Tabitha encounter Wayne's a good enough payback for not getting to meet Sybil or Kanika at the end of Chapter 1. That is fair, that is fair. I know all the miners. I run the mines, remember? As she turns on her engine, the keys rattle, betraying the fresh tremor in her hands. There are details she is missing. You both ride in silence back up to the estate. I guess I get to prod her on Wayne a bit more if the question comes up. The stars vaguely illuminate the hulking shape perched on the cliffside. Despite the warm porch light, it feels even more abandoned than it did during the day. Its windows dark and lifeless. Dang, just like me for real. Well, see you in the morning. If you really want to keep an eye on me, maybe I can go to work with you tomorrow? Why, are you trying to angle your way into the family business? The answer is no. I'm drawing a line and you better not cross it. Darn it. Darn it, darn it, darn it. Yeah, I think it's best to just go to bed. I'm not letting you in the family business. Just walk up the stairs. Like, just plain expression, just walk up the stairs. Wordley starts up the stairs towards the bedroom. Tabitha follows suit and you both go your separate ways for the night. From the relative safety of this uncomfortable bed, the events of the past evening seem like something that happened to someone else. But you can clearly picture the terror you felt in those moments. For now, you're safe and warm. Eventually, the sun will rise and chase away the monsters and make things seem like nothing but bad dreams. Maybe tomorrow, if you're lucky, you'll wake up in the normal world and have a boring week in the mountains with your sour-faced cousin. It's a nice thought, but deep down, you can't help but worry that things will only get worse. Alright. Chapter 1 complete. And we get to see his little animation again. Whee! That'd be more dramatic if we hadn't already been in there. This is a really neat animation. This time I noticed rewatching the cutscene was when it shows the location for every chapter achievement. Yeah. No, it's like foreshadowing like the next few chapters. It's really nice. Yeah, like that's Rosalina's bedroom. We just saw Emo Boy. Town Hall. The farm. Is that Wayne again?
Pumpkin!
Ditching Tommyknocker. Yeah. Resonance, the artist, dancing Baby and the Witch. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I could probably skip this cutscene, but this is cool. Oh yeah, and the Forbidden Wing. Wayne leaving his containment, yeah. Alright, finish episode 1 as hot, and finish episode 1 with powerful. And finish episode 1 with hardcore. Did that just say no? See my, Just no. No. Alright. I'm not stopping stream, but I do need a drink. So, I will be back in, like, a minute. Not really any music playing, so I will put on something of my own. I will... Hydration is always important. I'm gonna be honest, I'm surprised my throat has lasted till now, because usually I need drinks to keep talking. But I've had one drink. I've had a cup of tea. Funnily enough, I've had a cup of tea. But yeah, I'll be back in a minute. I'll get myself like some apple juice or something. So BRB. Or maybe the music won't work. All right, I'll be back in a moment. Okay. Okay, I've got myself a drink, and I sufficiently trash talked my partner. All right, back to the back to the game. I don't think we need to see a recap. I'm going to be honest. You open your eyes. The sun has risen, the birds are singing, you're still alive, and for now, you're safe. Your gaze wanders across the room with the window and the woods beyond. Wonder if the monsters are lurking there right now, just beyond the trees, ready to pounce you as soon as you leave the crumbling estate. A familiar unease settles in your gut, tagging into a knot of anxiety wriggling at the events of last night play out in your head. You can't help but remember the sight of pale faces jeering at you as they carry Gretchen's poor little body into the underbrush. You're not sure you'll ever feel okay again after what you've seen, but you can't stay in bed forever. Hunger pulls you from the clammy depths of the mattress.
Hunger.
Let's check on you, opossum. You open the drawers to check on the little opossum you met yesterday. Oh good, he's still here. That's nice. But it looks like you won't be able to use those clothes anytime soon. Leave the little mans in peace. What's the harm in letting the little man continue to nest in your clothes? At least your outfit from yesterday smells pretty okay. Maybe no one will notice. Look out the window. You creep towards the window, careful not to be seen by whatever might be lurking in the garden. I can see Wayne, he's right there. Oh, he disappeared. For a moment you thought you could see movement. It could have been an animal, it could have been something else. Whatever it was, it's gone now. Maybe you'll head out there to investigate after you finish waking up. Time to start your day. You're back in the kitchen. Free for eyes you from a favourite spot on the counter. I'm gonna pet her. You know you can get this cat to like you. You're good with cats. You approach cautiously, holding your hand at a not-threatening angle, showing through that you're friend, not foe. You withdraw your now bloodied hand. It's all part of the process. A few scratches aren't enough to deter you. You're certain she'll come around. Hey! You sure took your time getting up. So, what's the plan for today? Plan is that I go to work and do my job and you stay out of trouble. I'm late enough as it is, so listen up. I don't want any repeats of last night. From now on, no running around the woods after dark. It's dangerous out there. You could fall down a cliff. You could get stuck in a hidden cave somewhere. You could get lost in the woods and never be found. Just because nothing happens here doesn't mean it's safe. I want you home by sunset from here on out. I tried getting home by sunset. I was attacked by a mountain lion. Then get home before sunset. I'm sorry about last night, but what you're doing is unacceptable. Alright, fine, that's quite true. You stop causing me undue stress and I'll try and be a little less snippy. I'm late enough as it is. I'm going to work and I expect to see you here at sunset. However, takes a few steps towards the door. Sunset. Your cousin huffily exits the kitchen. Her footsteps fade down the hall, ending in the characteristic creak, then slamming the front door as it opens and closes behind her. Once again, you are the only human in the estate. Time to start the day. Oh, actually, okay. Let's make a PB&J. Quickly skate through the ingredients, gobble up a delicious breakfast. It's like in Persona 5, where the first time you take the trains, you actually have to manually take them, and then you get quick travel. And that's that. Let's have a look in the garden. As your eyes wander to the garden door, you shudder, remembering a brief glimpse of something you saw in the upstairs window. You can't say something like that. It makes me think of a Mori. Probably just a raccoon, but the uncertainty of what you saw gnaws at you and compels you to investigate, if only to prove that it was nothing. At the very least, you don't see anything now. Hell no, go back inside. Nah, we looking. You wander further into the garden, trying to pinpoint a spot where the thing had been lurking, if indeed it had been a thing to begin with. Check for clues. Oh. Yummy. Yummers. You crouch down, pushing aside the greenery to examine the soft earth. A boot print. A big boot print. And what seems to be some kind of viscera. Your thoughts turn to a spectre from the night before. You snap a quick photo, just in case it comes in handy later. Finally, some smarts on this dummy. With that, you head back inside, time to figure out what to do with the rest of the day. After last night, you should make things up to your cousin. Screw going to town. Try and clean the guest bathroom instead. Refusing the call. The most fun move is not to play. Darn right. If you're gonna keep keep using that ungodly bathroom, you're gonna make it at least make sure the surface has been bleached. Yes, this is the gameplay I need. No more hero style mini games where I'm just doing busy work. Ah, darn! I smashed apple juice on myself. Not a lot. I should probably like quickly just pop that up. Oh, that's a lot more than I thought. I got on a blanket and I'm kind of feel like an idiot because I'm just dabbing the darn thing. I feel like there should be something better than this to do, but I'm a professional, darn it. No, it's apple juice out of. I'll wash it off the stream. He scrounged for cleaning supplies and a few dusty containers and spray bottles, none of which you recognise. They all feel like antiques, but they're the best you have. Armed with a rag and a trash bag, you set to work. It's a monumental task, and it nauseates you to think about just how many years of caked up dirt, sponge, and former fluids you've had to scrub away to return some semblance of normalcy to the bathroom. Hey! Might be as much you can do without a pressure washer and renovations. But at least taking showers here won't make you feel dirtier than when you started. But your admiration for a job well done, a job adequately done, is interrupted by a sudden heavy funk on the metal door knocker. Sound seeming to reverberate its way down to your spine. Someone is at the front door. Before you get the chance to decide whether or not to answer, it opens. You. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope I didn't scare you. My name is Sybil. I'm a family friend. Just thought I'd snoop in to check up on you. Nella came by my tea room last night. She told me about what you saw out in the woods. She showed me her footage too. I bought some fresh tea. Let's settle somewhere and talk. I'd just like to point out I am giving a absolute death glare to Twitch chat right now. Tea, you say? You and the old hippie. Make your way back to the kitchen. She gives one of Tabitha's few mugs a thorough rinse for pouring and steaming tea from her thermos. Thermos? Wait, why am I saying it like that? It smells amazing and nostalgic. Earthly odor reminiscent of fall, as if it was brewed in autumn with autumn leaves. That bitch is my exact reaction to Sybil anytime I see her after knowing what she pulled in chapter 5. 5? Episode 4, she straight up drugs you! And no, I'm not dumb enough. So you're Kanika's mum? Or mom? Oh, that's right. You met each other already, haven't you? She said you'd come around yesterday. Only had good things to say, of course. And yes, she's my daughter. He may be Miles at some point. That's my youngest. Though it's odd to call him that now that he's almost an adult. It's just the three of us down at the general store. I'm doing my best. If I get a double tap input at the wrong time, I will drink that tea. I'm like playing an actual dangerous game. I should like use my keyboard. But he trusts her until chapter 4, she brainwashes Kanika into staying home, and I start getting suspicious. I think my first playthrough I drank the tea voluntarily. I had the option not to. Yeah, and then I got the blank out scene where Dr. Kelly tries to explain, and you just white out and are like, what? Oh, I don't like her anymore. Don't give me more options for drinking tea, please. Out with it, lady. I don't have all day. You and Tabitha really are cousins, aren't you? The Scarlets certainly value their time. I'll stop beating around the bush then. continues to repeatedly beat around the bush for 4 chapters. I know what you two went through, and I know what you saw. Those things are real, and neither of you imagined them. They're certainly no ordinary creatures. My grandmother called them ditchlings, a terrible omen, a sign of great suffering and destruction to come. Status. Hello. Hello there, welcome to chat. We're currently death glaring an old woman. Is she doing a hardcore run? What free tricks are you running? Oh, I can show the diary. I am running powerful, street smart, and hot. I have already let a dog die. I did the alternate episode 1. So I was with Duke the second half of episode 1. I've told Stella and my daughter what I know, and I'm afraid there's not much. I might have to take that. End of episode 3. I'm not sure specifically. I was going to see how things go. I'll put it this way. I don't expect that if the option comes up to let Tabitha give up her years. I think it will either be not resolving it or me doing it myself. Cover your ears and go la 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 so you can't hear any more of her. You cover your ears, making blah 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 blah. Her voice is muffled, but you're still unfortunately audible as she can. Okay, I don't know specifically how to get Tabitha to do it. She might not even be at the thing. I'm not sure. We'll see how things go. Alright, I'll stop giving you portents of doom. I promise. You can uncover your ears. You lower your hands. Your shoulders are still tense, ready to protect yourself from more unwanted information at a moment's notice. There's a sound somewhere above you, a creaking floorboard betraying the shifting presence. There's something in the room above you. You heard that too, didn't you? I don't have music off, but that is... Oh, wow, that's not... Okay, sorry. That wasn't picking up as much as it should have been. That should be better. Sorry, I've been playing some real lag games lately. Yeah, sorry, it's barely I just noticed it wasn't picking up on OBS too well. Yeah, there we go. I'll do a bit more, actually. Okay, that should hopefully be good and not drown out my... Okay. You heard that too, didn't you? You know, dear, I was planning to stop by the mine for a quick chat with your cousin. Maybe it would be a good idea if you came along. I don't like the thought of you being alone in this big house. Not with the town the way it is right now. Really? Another creaking floorboard? Probably just a possum that lives here, nothing to worry about. Wayne, heavy as hell. Darn right. I was here by myself for a while before you showed up. Nothing happened. Maybe the house just doesn't like you. Alright, I won't force you. The sound is louder now. It's moving. Something heavy is crossing the room. I'm powerful and hot. My character has enough self-confidence to take on whatever comes at us. But if you don't mind walking me to the door, I would appreciate the accompaniment. You make your way back to the foyer. The sounds horrifyingly follow along. Disembodied footsteps keep pace with you until you break free from the second floor and head to the vast entryway of the estate. Sybil wastes no time in opening the door, but she hovers next to you, glancing back up towards the stairs. You know, Tabitha doesn't usually leave the mines until after sunset, from what I've heard. Just in case you wanted to reconsider staying here alone until then. Another thump. Another. It's nearing the landing. Yes, yes, there is a powerful build option. Ah! Wow, there is a lot of options for either being terrified or not. We're doing powerful build, baby. I'm sure I can take it, whatever it is. Just like I handled those ditch things last night. I love how extremely suspicious Sybil is. I'm not sure every problem could be solved by fists, Riley. A bang as the door upstairs shuts violently. You both can't help but take a few steps back, crossing the precipice. Your footsteps hollow across the wooden porch. Wayne, Sybil, and Tabitha seem to be the trio with the most knowledge of the actual goings-on in Scarlet Hollow. Wayne even said to visit the tea room enough for Kanika to recognize him, and Tabitha meets Sybil in Chapter 3. Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, I mean... It definitely feels like there's something up with Tabitha. And there's obviously something up with Wayne and something up with Sybil. But I mean, I've only had one run through episode 5, so there might be more about Tabitha that I don't know yet that I could know. Or any of the chapters, really. The door slams in your face, and the lock clicks into place. Oh dear, was that the lock? The old woman tries to lock, but to no avail. It would appear so. Alright, I'm not going to break the door. Powerful Bill got me into this mess. Episode 2 this time. Yeah, Powerful Bill is what got me into this mess. Street Smart is what's getting me out of it. Well, good thing I always carry my trusty set of pit lockpicks. You whip out your tools and get to it. But the pin won't go in. It's like there's something blocking the lock on the inside. Every time you try and dig around it, the pin bends and you have to take it out and bend it back. And then the thing does it again. You know, dear, Tabitha probably has a key. You don't have to go through all this trouble. I'm surprised you even want to go back in there after what we just witnessed. That wasn't the explore option. What? Alright. Powerful build our way out this. I am not leaving the estate. Well, that's a new image. Didn't expect that face. You kick at the handle, denting it slightly, but nothing budges. You rear back, gearing up to slam your shoulder into the door. But as you take your first step forward, you trip as something had yanked your leg. You go tumbling to the ground and land painfully on your shoulder. You poor thing. Let me help you up. Okay, is she doing this, or is this just the weird stuff that happens in the manor? I think it's safe to say that there are forces at work... Oh, sorry. I think it's safe to say here that there are forces at work that neither of us can understand. I'm pretty sure she pulls out Sprite when seeing Sarah's footage, but I've never seen it outside of that. Well, it's good to know I found a new use case for it. The mines aren't far, I promise we'll have you there sooner than you can get this sorted. No need to go injuring yourself over a door. Sybil, no, you're gonna walk into the woods. You're once again surprised by the freshness of the mountain breeze. Your lungs having grown accustomed to the stale, dusty air of the estate, not realizing how much they were being suffocated. I suppose Wayne being weird in Chapter 2's house, but I don't see why he'd want the main character out of it. Yeah. The thing is that if it was Wayne, we'd see him. Like, I know he's, like, really good at, like, being quiet and dodgy and, like, out of sight, but he had to have gotten to the door, and we probably would have seen him. Also, yeah, he wants us to see what's in the house. It's at least a pleasant day for a walk. There's really nothing like mountains in the autumn. You know, last time I had a chat with someone on this path, it turned into a really weird conversation I don't want to repeat of. Shout out to Avery, who we've not seen in this playthrough. Wait, why am I trying to make talk? I don't want to talk to her. If you're interrupted by a woman jogging towards you. Joan, wonderful to see you as always. Have you met Riley? Sybil. And no, we haven't met. Joan here's our resident doctor, and Riley is Vivian's kid, of course in town for the funeral. I put that together. Seems to have MO, but it seems like he still has MO. It's like brainwashing and outright magic. Yeah. Better behave myself. Look, I'll allow that. I'll allow that, but you're on thin ice for making me allow messages. To be honest, I've not really seen anything explicitly wrong with the messages you provided, Blame Twitch. Also, just Puerty. Not respectfully. I'll just give a nod. Give a respectful nod, and she returns the gesture. I'd appreciate it if you call me Dr. Kelly, by the way. People my son's age don't get first name privileges. How's Reese doing? Any better these days? Dr. Kelly lets out a small, frustrated sigh. He's surviving, same as usual, you know that. Her son has a rare condition. Oh, being an emo boy. I blame Maiden for influencing me last playthrough for that comment. It turns out I've drunk Maiden's tea, and this is my consequence. Do you make a habit of sharing that kind of private information with anyone who wanders into town? Tell him Kaneko says hello. I get the feeling she and Stella miss seeing him. Oh, you know, since you're here, maybe we should set them up for a visit next week. Doesn't that sound nice? Riley could come too. She sounds way too confident in this. Sybil, they're adults. We don't need to set them up on play dates. And you know how easy it is for him to tire himself out. It's not worth it. I need to get home and get him his meds. Can't stand around talking all day. The woman starts her jog again, her face paced faster than before, as if she's running away from the awkward interaction. There. She's a bit of a burlesque woman, isn't she? But our heart's in the right place. Anyways, we should be on our way to. Not much further now. She was right. It takes very little time to reach Scarlet Hollow Mines. A humble exterior greets you at the place that made your family its fortune. Your cousin just happens to be right at the gates, but it seems you're not the only visitor she's dealing with at the moment.
This is ridiculous. You can't fire me for having a damn cold. It's gonna be some kind of, I don't know, rights violation.
Oh, one sec. Knowing that the doctor has probably got her poisoning idea from Sybil, judging from the memory wipe, Sybil is asking about Reese feels a lot more eerie. Yeah, no, yeah, nod, yeah. I mean, I can ask her about this playthrough. I don't plan on drinking tea. If I end up in that situation. I probably will, because I can't hop my way out of it. You are fired, Terrence. You're laid off. Cutbacks had to be made, and obviously I'm going to prioritize those cutbacks on workers who have a habit of missing shifts.
I have mono. I was picking my guts out. Couldn't crawl my sorry ass into that pit, and you wouldn't want me there anyway. You only give us 3 days a year to get sick. It's a shit system.
Oh, dang, relatable. You know, I have a note from a doctor. I can't just take you at your word. If you wanted extra sick days, you could have had them. with proper paperwork. Don't forget, by not showing up, you put extra pressure on your co-workers to pick up your slack, and it's not fair on them. And if you have a tendency to get like this, if you have a tendency to get sick like that, maybe we shouldn't be working at places like this to begin with. For your lodgings, I'll give you 2 weeks to move out.
The hell with you and your damn mind. And the shit house you have me living in. Be all better off a heap of rubble.
The mining kid says that as a final act of frustration, but wanders off, leaving Tabitha standing steadfast at the gates. Sybil, Riley? What are you doing here? Riley and I had a nice chat this morning. Then we got locked out, so I decided might as well bring Riley along to the office. I assume you prefer to having your cousin try and break back in. Hey, I tried to break back in. The important distinction here. No, it looks to me that you're busy. I wouldn't want to impose. Why don't you drop by the tea room sometime this week, Tabitha? Yeah, sure. I'll swing by tomorrow. What was that about being locked out? How'd you manage that? We got a little spooked, old houses and their noises. I understand. I'm sure you understand. And the lock must be on the hair trigger. Anyway, it was lovely meeting you, Riley. I'm sure we'll be seeing each other around town. I wonder if the estate has a seal. That's the thing kicking the main character out of Chapter 2. Maybe. Yeah, it could be. The woman finally leaves and you're alone with your cousin once again. Well, so much for you not intruding on my work. Come on, I'll babysit you in my office. Yay, tabby time. Just don't make yourself a burden, alright? I have a lot to do today. Hey, I gotta respect the cut. Could also be wing shenanigans. Yeah, could be. But once again, yeah. I mean, it seems weird for Wayne to kick you out of the house and then drag you further into the house to show you stuff. At least you'll know when to be quiet. You say nothing. Thank you. As you settle in, you take in the details of our office. You're surprised to see a poster of what looks like Stella. She has apparently been banned from the mines. Stella isn't the only likeness captured on the walls of your cousin's trailer. On the other side of Tabitha's desk are portraits of older people, a woman and an old-timey man. Shotgun hangs menacingly over the desk. Besides that, there isn't much else to see. Look, we could explore, or we could be a good cousin and just, you know, let her do her job. I mean, geez, she's been nice enough to take us in. Without Sybil, Chapter 2 would be like Chapter 5 for Wayne, where Tabitha's not there, so perfect moment to explore. Yeah! I mean, Chapter 1 would have been a good time too, but he was just like aura farming for literally no reason. I'm just gonna let her work. You sit for a few long minutes, Tabitha taps away at a keyboard. A pleasant birdsong you're used to hearing a constant backdrop of Scarlet Hollow has been replaced with the distant sounds of machinery, muffled as it is by Tabitha's thin office walls. Then the sounds of machinery joined by another sound, the angry rumbling of your stomach. The PB&J was not enough to sustain you for this long. You require more substantial sustenance. Say nothing. You are a stoic and won't be defeated by hunger. I feel like I have to pick that one. But your stomach isn't deterred by a futile resistance to its needs. It demands nourishment. Wayne wanted to walk out on the MC. Is that why he got kicked out? That makes sense. Maybe, yeah, maybe actually didn't want Sybil there. Was that you? No, I guess I am kind of hungry. Cafeteria has mac and cheese. I don't hate. It's the building with the big cafeteria on it. Try not to get lost. I don't need you falling down any mine shafts. don't think we'll ever get more info on that. Oh, wait, I'm vegan. Wait a second. Wait, Riley's vegan. I'm not vegan. Riley's vegan. I might get new dialogue options. I can always hunt him down in episode 5. And so, well, pretty mysterious relation. No Wayne regularly meets Sybil judgment. Yeah. I mean, maybe Wayne knows and just doesn't want Sybil any closer than she already is. Get up, leaving Tabitha's office and once again stepping out into fresh air. Cafeteria sign is not as obvious as Tabitha made it out to be. But the grey corrugated buildings look vaguely the same. You aren't quite sure what direction you should start heading in. Get directions for a group of nearby miners. You approach the nearest group of miners. You approach the nearest group of miners. You could cut to the chase and ask where the cafeteria is, but you're here among the workers, unsupervised. What's the harm of asking if they've seen anything unusual? You got a reason to be bothering us? So I've met this guy on the bus. I'm just hungry. I'm looking for the cafeteria.
I'm gonna do you a favor and not tell you where that is. Oh, come on, Zax. Go easy on her.
I'm not going easy on her. That cab is a slop.
Better off grabbing a bite at the diner. The only good establishment in town.
I don't know. The mac and cheese is pretty decent.
Mac and cheese is the only thing that's decent. We both know why that is.
Just like to point out, she's batting for the cafeteria. She's currently eating a packed lunch. Best part of this is kind of theorizing all day. Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, let's get out of here. Shift's about to start anyways.
So much for getting a straight answer. The cafeteria remains hidden treasure and you remain without a map.
Well, if it isn't the boss's cousin, how can we help you with something?
I'm trying to find the cafeteria.
Oh, sure, it's over by the...
Hard to find. I'll take you.
Sure, get your brownie points. Later, man.
Come on, let's walk. The hard-faced young man starts walking along with you, the anxious energy in his step, and he extors you to the building whose cafeteria sign was definitely much smaller than Tabitha made it out to be. Care about the seals, whatever tangible effects they have. Oh yeah, seals are gonna be fun. I love how there's another band sign in the background for Stella. You know about the steaming piles of subpar food, undoubtedly made by cheaply as possible, judging by your cousin's business practices. Still smells good enough, and you find your mouth watering in anticipation of bland offerings. So, you're up in the big house with the boss this week. Just wanted to know if you've seen anything strange while you've been staying there. The man's voice is quiet and nervous. We can romance Wayne, but we can't romance Isaacs. What is this game? I demand better Isaac's interactions, Black Tabby games. Like a mining jacket. Is anyone up there with you? A man, maybe? Last name Wayne? Can't talk hungry. I just want to get food. Wait, did we get Wayne's name? Technically romance Isaacs. I'm scared. Wait, I think I got a full map of the stone carvings last playthrough. I think Oscar had it. I went to see Oscar and he had a lot. He had a lot. There's definitely something up there, but I don't think it's any mortal man. So you have heard something. You gotta find out if it was him. Sam Wayne's been missing for over a week and no one here seems to give two shits about it. These are all people, the person who probably saw him last, which just so happens to be your...
Oh, we're talking about a certain young man who may or may not have been caught in the boss's eye. That's Sam Wayne, fella, ain't it?
Whatever, if anyone asks, we never talked, got it? I don't want to disappear too. Isaac obviously has more to say, but this isn't the time and place to coax more info out of him. Here's the differences when going to Oscar in episode 5 when you romance him. Yeah, I didn't romance him, but he had a bit of a screw loose when I saw him. I would use the term hyperfixating. Haven't seen a single Oscar romance scene ever. Yeah, like that guy really just needed a chill pill. Jeez. Funny thing is that I was running Booksmart, so I probably could have just continued looking for him, but I was not given that option. Slip Isaac should contact him, but you know what? Going down the walls is totally normal. Yes, it is. Especially when the dogmare has just been there. Alright, usually I've not been to, Porky, but this guy seems to actually have some semblance of sanity. Or insanity, I'm not sure. But I'm gonna just, you know, slip the number. Hey, thanks for the help. Reach over to Isaacs and shake his hand, passing your note in his palm. Don't mention it. And he's gone.
What's got that kid so jumpy? Like you never heard a guy running off because he got broke up with before. Yep, I've skipped down over this. Oh, it's my lucky day. They got chicken and dumplings.
Take my food and go. Step back out of the weak sunlight, clutching to containers of various beige slops, start making your way back towards the trailer. Finally, some British food in this game. Gosh, darn it. You don't make it far. Something stops you. A strange uneasiness, a feeling of being watched, the smell of sick flesh.
Riley, I wish you could have stayed at the estate. It's dangerous here.
Alright, that indicates to me that it was not Wayne who locked us out. Or he if it was him, he didn't really want to. In the clear day of light, his jacket is visible in perfect detail. This really is Sam Wayne Isaacs was telling you about. Or at least someone or something in his clothes. Yeah, definitely not the one pushing the main character out. What the fuck, man? I mean, I could ask, but I feel like I won't get a direct answer because it's freaking Wayne. So, look, I'm just gonna have to show him who's boss. My fists have worked before. Whoever the creep is, he doesn't seem to understand who's the boss around here. A single playthrough of powerful build. Is that Goku? I'm sorry, was that achievement icon Goku? 1 second. In a single playthrough with powerful build, choose violence at least twice. That is Goku. What? Sam Aura Farming Wayne. Is this your first time playing with Street Smart? Is it? No. I think there are more Goku achievements. I don't think it's my first time playing with Street Smart, but I haven't played in like a year, like almost 2 years, so I've forgotten a lot. Damn, or a farming Wayne, not explaining a single thing and doing vague, ominous things for the 100th time. That sums up Sybil as well. Don't deny that. You rush forward to throw a punch, but before you even finish swinging, the figure's already moved to your side. You know what? I don't think I've ever seen what's in that. Wait, go back to achievements. Wait, what? What's wrong with my achievements? Check if it was. So I've done chapter 1 with Street Smart before. I think I did Street Smart and Talk to Animals, maybe. Oh, okay. You can pull the veil. Yeah. And you know what? We're gonna do it now. Let's get demonetized. Well, I just got an achievement for that. Crying Pandora. Okay, now I'm scared. Well, you recover from the swing. Your other hand shoots up and reaches towards the veil, covering the figure's face. As your fingers wrap around it, your body's thrown back with a forceful shove as the figure bounds back towards the shadows.
You don't have to be afraid of me. I'm the only person in this town who truly cares for your safety. Don't forget that. Even if it's already too late to stop what's going to happen.
Wait, his name's Wayne. I could just do a... Jeez, Wayne's needs a skincare routine. Wait, can't I just...
Even if she's really too late to stop what's gonna happen in this town.
Yeah, where were you when I was being attacked by a mountain lion?
I would have stepped in if that old man hadn't beat me to it. Clearly I need to be closer to you.
Top 1 things a creeper would say. Let's go back to Tabitha's office. Though you're now alone, you still find yourself running as if pursued, holding onto the cafeteria food for dear life, your heart beating fast and desperate. Tabitha meets you at the door. Took you long enough. What, was there a long line? Stoic. Last thing you want to hear from an actively rotting corpse. You know, it's not half bad to have somebody around to run errands for me. Maybe you should come work for me. Come work with me every... Your cousin's attention is suddenly drawn elsewhere. She stares past you, focusing on something in the distance. Is that Stella? How many times do I have to tell her she's banned before she understands what that means? I'm never eating this food, am I? Tabitha shuts the door and you both march down the hill. As you and Tabitha approach Stella, the 2 old-timers take notice and wander off. Happy, Riley, I was just trespassing. Well, yeah, but I have a good reason this time. Shh. Yeah, I know we need to look out. Is there someone talking to you for an earpiece? Hanika, is that you on the other end? Stella hastily removes her earbuds, muffling the other voice. Sorry, Tabby, it's just that Oscar kid, Rosalina. She's been missing since yesterday, so we decided to ask around if anyone had seen her. And while we're at it, we also want to see if anyone had encountered these things we saw in the woods last night. Ditch things that Sybil said were little mothmen foretelling doom. You know, when you word it like that, you sound absolutely insane. Stella. And also, there's this guy called Wayne who used to work here who Kanika said is super creepy and sick and... Stella! Yeah? Just stop talking. It's not like I was filming or anything. I'm barely here, I promise. You're standing right in front of me. Extremely here. Why didn't you check the usual teen haunts for that kid? Maxwell Place or the gas station or whatever. Anywhere but here, where you're explicitly not allowed to be. I mean, it's the site of one of the worst catastrophes that ever fell to town. If there's another one coming, it makes sense, doesn't it? That's what our research is pointing towards, at least. Our research? Who's we? You and Kanika? Yeah, she would think something awful was gonna happen up here. Oh, sorry. Yeah, she would think something awful was gonna happen up here. She hates me and everything I stand for, and thinks this town would be some busting utopia if I wasn't around to ruin it. When in reality, we both know it wouldn't exist without me. Child, whatever you're looking for, you're barking up the wrong tree. Just go somewhere before. Duffel once again trails off. Both she and Sarah have noticed the girl, with the dark braids and glasses sneaking off but along the ridge. It's Rosalina. Kanika, we found her. She's heading up the hill. The hill? She's not heading for the old mine, is she? The one that collapsed? We better go after her before someone gets killed up there.
You've got to be kidding me.
No, this is great. I'll just let her know Oscar's looking for her and we can get out of your hair. Bye, Tabby. See you around. Stella hurries off after the girl, disappearing over the hill.
Damn it, I'm never gonna finish my spreadsheet. Nobody needs to be playing around in those mines. We better break this up.
You can vaguely hear voices emanating from the boarding up entrance of the old mine. They went in. Does Stella have no sense of self-preservation? Any mention of cousin bonding time is going to hit like a brick to the face. I'm sorry. We're going after them.
Obviously.
I don't like the thought of you walking around the abandoned coal mine, but I'd rather not leave you out here unattended when it gets dark. Be safe enough with me to guide the way. Alpha huffs her way up to the mine entrance and disappears into the darkness. Follow her. You follow her and into the mine. Alright, hey chatters, what do you want to see for the choice? The inside of the mine is warmer than you expected, the air thick and wet. The ceiling hangs much lower than you are tall, forcing you and Tabitha to hunch over, your legs bent in a painful squat as you begin to navigate the maze of corridors. This is a rare place where your well-muscled frame feels like it might be more of a hindrance than a help. We're about to rescue children out of a mine, and the only thing my character can think of is, dang, I am way too ripped for this. You know why the entrance to this place is boarded up? Because it wasn't safe? That's right, there was a collapse here that killed 168 people. A man named Charles Shaw decided it'd be okay to use faulty wood as support structures and the entire mine came down. It almost ruined our family. Let bitchka suffer. Oh! Lucky if you died instantly, but most of the souls who perished here were slow and agonizing. Trapped under rubble and left to slowly succumb to crush injuries or burns or dehydration. A week to clear out most of the rubble and recover the bodies. The survivors who were dragged out were never the same. I can't say I blame them. I've played this game like 3 or 4 times. I've never done a playthrough without saving the kids. I didn't save the kids one time. Yeah. Is this supposed to be your idea of bonding? If you don't like it, don't try and bond with me. Unlike you, I had to grow up without knowing the history. I had to grow up knowing the history of our family carries on its back. I had to grow up knowing that the bodies we still buried under our feet. 168 people died here, no matter who's at fault. Still happened to the mind whose deed sits on my desk. Good talk, good talk. Tabitha's ruminations were interrupted by the thunderous knock echoing from deeper in the mine. You remain silent. Sounds like someone's messing around down there. I have no idea what the delinquents think they're doing, but it ends now. Come on, it came from this way. On the one hand, Becca kind of sucks. On the other, I don't want to deprive Rosalina from a situationship with Alexis. That's fair. If only there was a way to only kill one teenager. The good ending of chapter 2. I personally think. As a joke. As a joke. I don't think killing teenagers is cool. At least kill adults. Tabitha hastens her pace and quickly disappears deeper into the mine. Take a deep breath and follow suit. The deeper you progress into the mine, the heavier the air becomes. Cold dust hangs in thick clouds above you, even though this place was abandoned over a century ago. Echoing through the tight corridors, you and Tabitha pick up on snippets of a tense argument. I can't believe your dad sent people to follow you. That's messed up. I think that qualifies as harassment. You're right, Becca. It is messed up. I don't need him telling me where I can be. I still find this tabby sprite kind of cursed. I remember watching my friends play through and getting jump scared by the confirmation that Alexis has a crush on Rosalina. I always thought they were just really good friends. I pulled a historian. Look, she was just always by Rosalina's side through thick and thin, even if she gets her foot crushed. You could at least check in so he knows you're not dead. He loves you and worries about you. He's really not asking for much. Come on, kiddos. There's some real spooky stuff going on in town right now. You shouldn't be hanging out down here. We're not kids.
Yeah, we're teens.
Well, you look like a bunch of kids to me. Are those canned strawberry margaritas? Where'd you even get those? Oh no, I know that isn't you, Miles. It better not be you. Yeah, whatever, it's me. What are you even doing here? Looks like we found our trespassers. Still can't believe that Stella managed to drag Kanika out here. She avoids me like the plague. You remain silent. Let's just move on, alright? Yippee! I'm never gonna understand how they got away with a high Bugs Bunny flipping you off. I will never understand how they got away with that. I feel like it was dodgy because his outfit changes after this part. You breathe a sigh of relief as the tight passageway gives way to a small cavern. Within a group of teens engages Stella and Kanika in a heated argument. All of them are too caught up in the moment to notice you or Tabitha approach. My dad's a foreman for the continuous mining facility, and he says they only abandoned the mine because there wasn't enough coal left. It's actually really safe and we can hang out here wherever we want. Oh, hey, Becca, I thought your dad was a charge hand. No, Alexis, he got promoted last month. Just feel like we never see Zane's eyes. Yeah, he's just chill like that. Correction, your father was a foreman at the continuous mining facility. We'll see if he even has a job in the morning. What?
Oh, shit!
Hey, Tabby and Riley. I guess you two caught up with us. That smile. That dang smile. Hanging around with Tabitha today, I guess. Well, at least maybe you two can talk some sense to these kids. They clearly don't respect my authority. Hey, don't talk to us like we aren't here. Yeah, we can hear you. Alexis, don't butt in. I'm trying to make a point. Do none of you understand what boarded up mine entrance is supposed to mean? It means it's closed, condemned, not fit for human use. I love this scene because everyone's like reacting and Stella is just like looking into my eyes like, go, you're in danger. This ain't the time to be pretty.
Come on, this place is way sturdy. Check it out.
The teen with the beanie jumps and slaps a strut in the ceiling. Oh, that was the knocking we were hearing earlier. Oh my god, Zane, cut it out. You're embarrassing us. I'm sorry for Zane's behavior. I don't think he realizes how extremely 8th grade it is to just jump up and hit things. I'm gonna need to relook up what 8th grade is. Age is... grade. 13 to 14, okay. Baby teenager. Rosalina and Alex are some of my favorite side characters. Yeah, they're nice. I like them when they show up. You know, with every text box, I'm like, am I actually gonna kill these kids? Sorry, am I gonna not kill the... am I gonna save Rosalina's foot? I mean... Cough. Cough, cough. I'm sorry for... Oh, right. No offense, Rosalina. None taken. You're very creature are totally immature. Not like you, Rosalina. You're chill and smart, too. Enough. The damage is already done. Now leave. I'm putting my mother in the ground this week. I do not have the patience to deal with children. I can't believe I actually agree with Tabitha about anything, but this is the worst place I've ever been in my entire life. I'd like to see the sun again before I die. Ah, oh, come on, you guys. Maybe it's not a big deal. We used to do dangerous things all the time, and I still do dangerous things now. Rosie is a damn champ in the wrong way. She loses her foot, and then the very next day gets puppeted by a ghost. I don't think she willingly got puppeted by the ghost. Who are we to tell them where they can hang out? I don't know where you think you are in this situation, Stella, but I own this mine. It is entirely within my rights to tell them to leave. Much like it's entirely within my rights to tell you to leave. Was your lifetime ban from my mind's not clear enough message for you? Hell yeah, Tabitha. Tear that sad 20-something to shreds. Hey, I'm defending you. And I'm not sad. Where'd you get that idea? Running a clickbaity YouTube channel where you run around in the woods chasing nothing is extremely sad. So she's sad, so what? Give it a few years and you'll be sad too. The passage of time is unescapable. Can I just say that this might be one of the best lines in the entire game? I'm sorry. The passage of time is unescapable just kind of goes really hard. I'm surprised Tabitha of all people just kind of comes out with this. Sure, she takes it pretty damn well for a kid. She's having lost a foot. Yeah, no, she does. Look, we just want to give Rosalina a good time. Her home life sucks right now. Yeah, tell me about where you have to sleep, Rosalina. We've been living in the library for the past couple of weeks. That's it, we can't stay at our house.
You got a hot plate and a couple of cots in one of the back rooms. It's actually a pretty sick setup.
No, it isn't, Zane. Rosalina deserves better. I don't care about your home life. If you go do your underage drinking, to go do it in the woods. Just get off my property. Tabitha! Look, Rosalina, I'm sure Oscar has a good reason for all that. He's a good guy and he cares about you. He thinks our house is haunted. Oh. Wait, what? And I should care because... Because it's such a bullshit excuse. I bet he can't afford it anymore and he's lying to save face. What a coward.
Becca, I don't think you can, like, say that about other people's families. Isn't that, like, bullying or something?
Shut up, Zane. Back up. He says it's haunted? I can't believe he didn't mention it to me. I can investigate. There's no ghost, Stella. It'd be cool if there was, but Becca's right. I just wish you'd be honest with me and tell me what's really going on. Like, you don't think I can handle it. Like, I'm still a little kid. You're all children, and none of you realize how good you have it. Back in the day, each and every one of you would be filling 12-hour shifts in this exact mind. If it wasn't for child labor laws, the 5 of you might be doing some actual character. Tabitha drops one of the best lines in the whole game, and then just goes, hey, by the way, do you want to come work at my coal mine? Exactly. Rosalina's not that mature anyway. She still sleeps with stuffed animals. That doesn't mean she's not mature. I still have pork chop, you know. I rest my case.
Wait, what'd you say about child labor?
I apologize.
Yo, if Rosalina's house is haunted, we should break in and, like, Ghostbusters or something.
Oh my god, Zane, you can't Ghostbusters, there's no ghost. Also, Rosalina lives there. She can't break into her own house. There's no ghost that you know of. I bet we could figure out if it's actually real. And if it isn't real, well, problem solved. You know, Rosalina, you can always stay over at my house till Stella's ghost busts the place. We could have a basement with a pull-out we have a basement with a pull-out couch. Why are we still talking about this like it's a thing? It's not a thing. There's no ghost. I don't care. I can't believe I've wasted this much time trying to argue with children. I'm washing my hands of this and calling the cops. Feel free to leave before they show up. Yeah, that Miles, we're leaving. I suggest the rest of you kids leave this empty mine before someone gets black lung or gets crushed by a rock or meets any of the many terrible fates people tend to meet in abandoned mines. Connick is interrupted by a pair of thunderous knocks.
That wasn't me, I swear.
So oblivious, they're so obvious, how'd I miss it? Yeah. Then what was it? Come on, Stella, you didn't have the whole list of perfectly natural explanations for scary mine noises? It's Tommy knockers, for sure. I know this isn't why we came down here, but we gotta check it out. They're an old Cornish myth, named for the knocking sound you can sometimes hear in a mine right before it collapses. Some say the knocking's a warning, while others say it's the spirits themselves bringing down the mines. Stella! I mean, it's not all they do. They're also sometimes mischievous. Stella! Nobody's going deeper in the mine. Nobody's staying in the mine. You're all leaving. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. This Stella sprite's kind of cursed. There's something about it. Something about it. All right. Please listen to Tabitha before my heart goes up. Are you a Good Omens fan? I mean, I've not read it, but I enjoyed the show. Also, welcome to the chat. Hope you have having a lovely time. Please listen to Tabitha before my heart gives out. It'll be fun, Neeks. It will not. Hey, wait a second. Where did 3 of you run off to? Are you kidding? Unbelievable. Well, Kanaka, maybe if you weren't still scared of the dark or whatever, you're gonna notice them sneak off. I noticed them sneak off and I've been zoning out this whole time we've been here. Oh, they must have squeezed through the child-sized tunnel. I was wondering because they give me indie games or give me Deathline. It reminds me of the give me coffee or give me yeah, I think I think my when I put that line in, I think I kind of watched it recently, so yeah, that makes sense. We should keep watching while I sleep. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Oh, well, thank you very much for watching, Maiden. You've been great, and I will definitely be streaming this another day because I'm not hitting the end of this, and I'm going to be honest. I don't think I'll be able to yeah, I'm getting to the end of this game by tonight. Yeah, have a good sleep. Oh, and thank you, Zephyrus, for the follow. Very much appreciated. Dang, I always wonder where that goes. I've never been able to get my hips down there. Stella, stop sneaking into my mind. Please, I'm literally begging you. If I knew all the tunnels down here were wide enough for adults, we could already be done with this old mess, but no, we just have to be remnants from a bygone era.
Didn't you just talk about our child label was a good old days a minute ago?
I was trying to get you to leave my mind. Becca's head pops out from the tunnel's entrance. We are not about to let you come in here and ruin our good time. The mine is safe. I've been there a million times. Yeah, Beck says we're safe, and we're totally safe. Whatever, come on you two. I know a cool spot this way. Okay, I think I know where that tunnel rejoins the rest of the mines. I'll go look for them, and I want each and every one of you to take note of the fact that I'm doing that. Those idiots get themselves lost and die, I'm not letting their family sue me into the ground. Are those really your priorities right now? Yeah. Do you have a problem with that? I want the rest of you out of my mind. Except for you, Riley. I'm not letting you out of my sight. Yeah, sure. I can never fit in the tunnel anyways. They've crossed the barrier. I cannot, so my time here is up. But only because Stella promised me a ghost hunt tomorrow. Whatever. I still have to do my dailies anyway, and the service down here sucks. I will happily escort these two knuckleheads out. Live, Stella has been told not to do something reaction. No, you are not about to ease your way into this, Stella. Oh, come on, Tabby. I've been down here a ton. I can totally help out. There's no getting rid of you, is there? Fine, I won't waste my time arguing. I'm just not talking. I'm just kind of getting dragged along for the ride for this one. Let's not linger any longer than we have to, shall we? I'll see the two of you on the other side, hopefully soon. Oh, for sure, we won't be long. Cool, can't wait to bust some ghosts tomorrow. Kanika, Mars, and Zane head towards the entrance of the mines, leaving you, Tabitha, and Stella to find the remaining teens. Alright, no dawdling. We should be able to catch up with them if we go this way. As the three of you move deeper into the mine, you hear the echoes of conversation bounce across the walls. But Becca, why are we doing this? Again, I thought you thought Tabitha was, like, really cool. Why are you trying to get her all mad? We're doing this because Tabitha was really cool. She doesn't let anyone boss her around, so we can't let her boss us around. Oh, you hear that, Tabby? Someone thinks you're cool. I can't believe she used to hang out with that nobody like Stella. Hey! I don't know. I think Stella's kind of cool. Her videos are really neat. Oh, come on. She doesn't even have a sponsor. What kind of YouTuber doesn't have a sponsor? Words hurt. Some words really hurt. I can't believe the teenagers are saying that. I'm saying as if I have more people watching on YouTube than Twitch. I mean, not yet, but I'm in talks with Meat Rice, and I get plenty from ads and donations. I'm just glad they're not gossiping about me. Yeah, I know, they're just teens, but some of that stuff stung. Another knock, closer, interrupts your thoughts, followed by another, followed by another. Is it just me, or is that knocking coming from the same direction as those kids? Not just you. Okay, that knocking is really starting to freak me out. Come on, Rosalina, it's just mind sounds. Did you guys see that? No, it's just a shadow. No reason to get freaked out. I saw it. Shut up, there's nothing down here. Don't try to scare me. Keep going. No, my character ain't here for cutesy flavor text, I'm sorry. As you progress deeper into the mine, the knocking grows more frequent. Still distant, but much more loud than before. The tunnel runs erupting in front of you. A century-old ladder is the only way forward. The darkness beyond, you can still hear the echoes of terrified teens, their panicked arguing bouncing down the pitch-black corridors. And here we are. The tunnel they crawl through passes through the chamber below. It shouldn't be too hard to find them once we get down there. I've never been this far in. Congratulations, Stella. You got what you wanted. Alpha crawls up the ladder and disappears over its edge. Alright, let's do this. Stella hoists herself over the edge and begins to climb down. You walk down the ladder and climb down. I'm pretty sure this is the way back. Come on. We're pretty sure? I thought you'd been down there before. Okay, maybe I didn't get this far in, but whatever, it doesn't matter. I definitely remember the way out. Come on. I don't want to be down here anymore. I actually think it was this way. Oh, shut up. No one even wanted you to come with us anyway. Becca. Yep, they're close, alright. Good thing they're so damn loud. Sounds like they're really lost. What's around you, those of teens and your companions sound odd, distant. Step forward. I love the effect that they added to the corners of the screen to show that you are under the influence of something. There's something in the darkness before you that's much louder, though you don't hear it. What towards it? You don't hear it, but you feel it in your chest, a desperate need to perceive and be perceived. Wrap yourself in the darkness of the pit. Hey, are you alright, Riley? Bear witness. What do you think you're doing? Get away from there. Your cousin dives towards you, but not before the light of your phone illuminates the chamber.
I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole.
Oh no. Oh goodness, oh no. Riley, are you alright? Oh, thank goodness you're alive. It looked like you had a seizure or something, and then you and Tabby just conked out. I'm fine. You barely open your eyes. You're not fine. Neither of you move a muscle. I don't want you straining yourselves while you're still recovering from whatever that was. I'm gonna get you both some help. I'll be back soon, I promise. You fade, back out of consciousness as your companion clambers out the pit, intent on your rescue. You raise up on your elbows, head still swimming from the visions. Surrounding coming back into focus, your head throbs as the knocking continues, now magnitude more intense than before. Through it, you once again hear the panicked voices of the bickering teenagers echoing down the stone corridors. Okay, you're just getting us more lost. It's this way! Just assure them, why didn't you just leave? I can't believe Alexis pulled me into inviting you in the first place. Becca, I'm just trying to help. I said go. Okay, I will. Alexis, you don't have to go with her. You know that, right? Take a side, Alexis. I'm sure Becca knows where we're going. She wouldn't just lie. Sorry, Rosalina. The increasingly desperate voices of the teens are drowned out by the thunderous knocking. You can practically feel the ground shake beneath you, as you almost see the walls vibrate with the intensity of the hellish sound. Oh god, that knocking is not helping my headache. What the hell just happened? We should get out of here. I couldn't agree more. Rosalina appears in the passageway to your left, out of breath and teary-eyed. I'm so sorry I stuck off like that. I just wanted Alexis to think I was cool. The entire cavern shakes with a sound of a rockfall. I don't know what the hell is up with this knocking, but that is the sound of a mine collapse. Up, quick, up that ladder, both of you. Wait, Becca and Alexis is down here. You can't leave them. I know which way they were going. Now listen to you this time, I promise. You have a death wish, little girl. This isn't a movie. The best thing we can do is help those girls right now and not be buried alive ourselves. Alright. The choice of the chapter. And one I really have to think about. I mean, I could just let them die. My last playthrough, I rescued them. I could just let them die, but... something in the back of my head. Something's nagging at me. Alright, Let's get out of here. Reach towards Rosalina. There's no time to argue. Pick her up and start climbing. Stoic as hell. To the end. Against her frustration, she grabbed Rosalina with one arm and bring him climb the pit with the other. Hey, what are you doing? We need to warn them. Put me down. Alexis, Becca, this is your way out. Just follow my voice. You'll be able to make it out. This way, come on. Your husband moves with the kind of sweetness you expect from someone who spent their entire life working in and around coal mines. Becca, Alexis, can you still hear me? The knocking drowns out Rosalina's desperate shouts as the three of you crawl closer to the entrance. I'm so sorry I left you guys. Deafening now as if someone was trying to break through the walls with fists of iron. You continue to push forward, your burning muscles giving way to pure adrenaline. Then comes a pound of sound of splintering wood. You pick up the pace. The entrance was so close. I'm so sorry. And there it is. Freedom. Insert the freedom motif from Deltarune here. The freaky managed to squeeze through the entrance just as the walls of the mines come crashing down. Alexis! Do you think the other two... Maybe they got out. It's possible, right? There's another entrance or something. Maybe they're still alive in there. Della looks tired. Poor woman. Oh, God. I'm so sorry. Rosalina, are you okay? Your dad's on his way. He should be here any minute. I'm so sorry. Going back to camp. I'll be back with some men. And they can start digging. I'll call out. Takes a bit of time, but eventually Tampha arrives with the men and the machines start digging through the rubble. You, Stella, and Kaneka are afforded a quiet moment to yourselves as the others get to work. Okay, I'm not heartless. You think Becca and the Alexis are gonna be okay? Okay, I know I said like a Stella Sprite scared me earlier, but that Stella Sprite is terrifying and I never want to see it again. I mean, I understand it. She's just seen her dog. I just put down her dog, and she basically saw two teenagers die. I get it, but also I really don't like that look. There were survivors in the last collapse.
Hey guys, I don't think you're ready to talk just yet. What happened down there?
Rosalina told us about how your house is haunted. I think she's just trying to get away from that.
Rosalina told you that? Yes, it's true, but you have to understand, there's something in that house.
We believe you, Oscar.
I couldn't let it hurt her. Since I didn't know how to get rid of it, I'd set up the back room and the library for us. Just until I could figure out how to fix things. I know she hates it, but I thought it'd be better for her. Instead, it just drove her away. Staying with friends, not checking in, and now all this. All because of that house. And because of me, because I haven't been able to fix this. I just wish you'd understand.
Ghosts aren't real.
It doesn't matter if what haunting Oscar's house is a ghost or something else. What matters...
Wrong voice. Doesn't matter if what's yeah, why did I use his voice to refer him to himself in the third person? He's not like that. It doesn't matter if what's haunting Ottiga's house is a ghost or if it's something else. What matters is that we can help. Most likely we'll figure out what the non-ghost thing actually is. Either way, though, we're here for you.
Thanks, you guys. It really means a lot. I couldn't have kept this to myself. I was so afraid of seeming ridiculous.
Dad, you must be really mad at me.
Oh, Rosa, no! Of course I'm not mad at you.
You think that maybe they got out? Maybe there's another exit somewhere.
Rosalina.
I should have pushed back harder. I knew the way out. I should have made them come with me. I don't want them to be dead. I'm so sorry, Dad.
You don't have to be sorry. You're alive and you're safe.
We couldn't have gone back for them, right?
We wouldn't have made it out if we went back. Oh, what?
We wouldn't have made it out if we went back. I'm gonna boost my own ego. You're a traumatized child. Well, no, it's not boosting my ego. Why is everyone looking at me now? If I could have carried you all out there, I would have, but I couldn't. Those walls were coming down.
I know this is terrible, Rosa, but you're alive. You have no idea how grateful I am that you're still here.
It's not fair, Dad. It's just not fair.
I know, Rosa. I know. I think the best thing you could do for your friends right now, until we get them out of here, is to enjoy the life you have. I know we haven't made it easy for you, but I know you've been frustrated with the choices I've made. And I'm going to do what it takes to move us back into our house. You'll have a good life again, Rosa. I'm sorry I didn't do this sooner. I'm sorry this is what it took.
Dad! We're on the case.
We'll be okay. I promise. I'm going to take her home. I guess we'll see the three of you tomorrow. And thank you, Riley. You have no idea how much I appreciate what you did for Rosalina.
As Oscar and Rosalina leave, your cousin exhaustedly saunters over to you. Alright, Riley, my men are set up to start digging. Let's go home and get some rest.
Now hold on a minute, Miss Scarlet.
Mind if we have a quick word with your cousin, miss? In private. Okay, fine. Just make it quick and don't you dare try and point anything on her. She did nothing wrong here.
Ladies, I'm afraid that means you two.
And you need to talk with us. We witnessed this too. Oh, sure, but that can wait. We know where to find y'all. I'm Sheriff Huxby, and this is Deputy Dirksen. You can call me Earl.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Welcome to the Scarlet Hollow. I know this little accident hasn't colored your perception of the place. Lovely place to live, if you ask me.
Lovely indeed. Now, Sheriff Huxby,
don't you think it's mighty odd that these tenants found themselves in the old abandoned mine that's very property Riley's family happens to own? And don't you think it's even a might bit odder that Riley happened to be there with them at the time of said collapse? I'd be lying if I said it wasn't peculiar. Though I'm sure you're an outright citizen, Riley, and I'm sure it's certainly an unfortunate circumstance. Still, a good cop should ask themselves these questions. You gotta understand where we're coming from. Two kids, 15 and 14, buried alive down there, and maybe they're dead. And you were on the premises. Whether or not that was mere coincidence remains to be seen, but we gotta do our due diligence here. Oh, I could take Wayne, definitely. I got the upper hand on him before. It's all good. We saw some teens sneak into the abandoned mine, so we went after them. We're just trying to do the right thing.
Of course. Very noble of you. Pardon our questions. We're just trying to gather all the facts, you see.
Just being thorough. Our duty as officials of the law, officers of the law.
Well, if there's nothing more than you can tell us, I suppose we'll let you go about your evening, but we may be in touch. Have a good one.
Does that put me on the police radar? Deputy Derrickson tips his hat to you, and the two officers wander back to the mine, Derrickson taking notes as they examine the scene. You make your way towards Darren Kanika. I just can't believe it. I left them behind in there to get help. Is it my fault, Ninx? Ella, no, you did your best and it's not your fault. Oh, hey. Guess the cops are done with you. Are they gonna take you in for being present in an accident? That smile, that damn smile. Sorry if they gave you a hard time. It's small town cops, you know. I always blame everything on the drifters, even acts of God, I guess. Excellent, you didn't get arrested. Come on, let's get back to the estate. I'd like some rest before I have to deal with the fallout of everything that happened tonight. I'll see you tomorrow, okay, Riley? Tomorrow? You already ruined my evenings on 2 consecutive nights, Stella. What do you think you'll be doing with my cousin tomorrow? We're going ghost hunting at Oscar's, remember? We talked about it in the mines. You were there. I didn't think you were serious. Fine. If we're going to keep running into each other, might as well have an open line of communication. I don't have Stella's number, so Riley, you should make sure you do. Finally, an option that truly embodies me. But my privacy. Deal with it. I don't need her blowing up on my phone. Her nan had me change numbers for a reason. It's only right that I honor my dead mother's wishes. Stella can blow up your phone instead. Here is Riley's number. Thanks? Keep me posted on what she's doing. Let me know if the ghost hunt actually happens. It's weird that you care about what she's doing so much. Clearly, I have to. Come on, let's go. Tabitha, why are you being so weird? We went into the mine together. Why are you being so weird about this? It's not like I just ran in. You dragged me in. Tabitha starts walking to her car, putting you by your arm. Your phone buzzes as she drags you. It looks like Stella already set up a group chat with you and Kanika. I love how it takes until almost episode 3 for me to get Stella and Kanika's numbers. I walked to the car on my own. Stella doesn't say a word as the car cuts along the darkened road. Trying to keep eye with the surrounding wilderness as she drives, wary of what may lurk behind the tree line. I have no reason to apologize. I mean, I could have done more, but I have no reason to apologize for the situation. I had absolutely nothing to do with it. I don't appreciate being dragged off like that. It's been a long day, Riley. You're really gonna make a fuss about me bringing you back to the estate? I mean, I would have gone back anyway, but, you know. How you holding up? Poorly, but I'd really rather we didn't get into it. Alright. Your eyes wander back to a tree line as you and Tabitha sink back into silence. You once again cross the threshold into the estate, the musty stench of the decaying mansion greeting you with its undertones of mildew and wood rot. I thought you and Sybil said you were locked out. I thought that was the whole reason you decided to bother me at work today. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Today was a lot more stressful than it needed to be, and I'm sure this is a precursor to that horrible stressful week. I'm going to bed. I suggest you do the same. I'll see you in the morning. Tabitha turns and wakes her way up the stairs, her posture defeated. Get out to your room to turn in. You collapse into Tabitha's dusty guest bed, your head empty of thoughts. After time in the shore mine, you barely even notice the dust. Yippee! Your phone buzzes on the table. Yo, these are those things, right? Kanika sends a picture of ditchlings by the side of the road. I saw them again too. Another picture of them staring from a tree. What the fuck? These things are definitely not hairless monkeys or raccoons or whatever. I don't know what the hell they are. I guess there's more to being here than the mine collapse. No way am I sleeping tonight. You're about looking out the guest room window, but at this point you're too exhausted to leave your bed. The adrenaline from this evening is finally wearing off, replaced by a creeping exhaustion that threatens to overwhelm you.
Your limbs feel heavy, your eyelids slipping down over your eyes, even as you stare down at the ominous photos on your phone. If it wasn't enough for a pit of dread balling in your stomach, you would feel almost comfortable as you settle between the covers, your tired bones sinking into a decrepit mattress. Did I just say a sentence? When you close your eyes, your thoughts drift to Alexis and Becca, terrified and alone, if not already dead. Your eyes shoot back open and your heart pounding as the door to your room swings open. Just a cat. It's always just a cat. Nice seeing another living being, even one as unfriendly as Tabitha's cat. The comfort of her presence sets your mind at ease and you finally slip into a deep sleep. Okay. And that is the end of chapter 2. There's Is that Wayne? Or is that the Tommy Knockers? No. Finish the episode 2 in hardcore. Okay. I'm going to call it quits here because I kind of want to chill. Been streaming for like an hour longer than I usually would, and yeah, I didn't set today for a long stream. So, thank you very much for... Okay, the reality is that I want to eat, and also I want to finish the Lost Judgment Kaito files at some point today or tomorrow, so I'm sorry. That and my throat's starting to get a bit sore, so rather not overdo it. Thank you very much for watching. Have an absolutely lovely morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time it is for you. And as always, stay hydrated. Bye-bye for now.